CBS News.
It's Saturday, baby.
Yes.
Okay, everyone's ready.
Okay. Well, I have been elected to present this gift to the DM.
Mm-hmm.
There is no ice in this.
Mm-hmm. Are we on camera?
Yes.
It's a t-shirt.
It's a lovely T-shirt. I've been
Nice.
elected to present to you.
It says Dungeon Daddy
I love it.
with oh my god, it's got a DM spanking an elf.
Yep.
That's great.
That's great.
Like, go ring.
I'm gonna put this on right now. So yes, welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Sellswords, episode 42, Revenge Against Hydramel, the Red Dragon.
Wow. Oh, we never got to say.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He's gonna be
Big shout out to Frog God Games and Necromancer Games for putting together this lovely content. Big shout out to Bill Webb, author of the module.
excellent module.
If you love this content, you can check them out at froggodgames.com. And yeah, they've got a ton of great stuff too. A lot of it's also been ported over to 5e recently. So if you like 5e more than Pathfinder, but you do like the campaign setting, they do have a lot of 5e books that they've been putting out. All right. Brief recap from last week. It was mostly a bookkeeping session, not a whole lot in the way of combat.
A recovery and planning session.
Yes. So the group recovered from getting their butts handed to them by Duncan the Black,
Huh. Okay.
and decided to not abandon the quest of taking out Duncan the Black, but instead return to the Haste Canyon with a more tactical approach, using a combination of magic and scouting, hunt down the dragon's lair. The dragon that Duncan was able to call in for reinforcements and take out the dragon first, thus ensuring they would have, for the most part, air superiority with the ship and their flying capabilities, which would allow them better maneuverability throughout the canyon. From there, take on Duncan's entourage before finally taking out Duncan himself. This way they don't come to help when you go to fight Duncan.
Yeah.
The plan, as it stands, is to scout the canyon and find the dragon's lair, and then use some magic like silence in order to ensure that any kind of roar or signal the dragon attempts to use to call for aid is nullified.
Yes. That's
So,
one plan.
yes.
Technical question.
The plan that makes the most sense is a mix of Dylan's plan and this new plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
What level's clear?
I will accept the boulders as damage. They'll do 1d6 per your caster level, and he gets to reflex to
Reading
avoid
my spells?
damage. Reflex negates, and in this case, it's going to be whether or not the boulder fully is shunted out of his body.
Which he has
Okay,
a low
so
reflex.
it is creative. I appreciate you being creative about the idea, and I think that's a fair compromise. It has the potential to do a good amount of damage per boulder,
That's
but I'll say that you can only expand one boulder per round.
Yeah, but it's easier to just drop them all.
I think you're saying you only expand one per round.
Yeah.
So you can put a whole bunch in. You only make one
Yeah, you can put them all in.
each round.
You
Yeah.
just can only grow them.
And
Does
that
your-
cuts it out, right?
You can activate one boulder per round.
Uh-huh.
Every time you activate a boulder, whether it's falling on top of him or coming out of him, right, it's going to be a reflex to negate, to just avoid the boulder.
Mm-hmm.
And if the boulder makes contact, it's going to do a d10, 1d6 points of per your caster level. So 10. Or no, you're 10, you're 9.
Yeah.
And what
So
is
each
the
boulder could
percentage
potentially do
chance of it
96
shunting
bludgeoning.
straight towards us?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's fair.
It's an important question. What is the percentage chance of the boulder being shunted straight at the party where we get hit with a giant boulder?
Probably 1 in 4.
Strike.
Well,
That's a
if-
25%
You have to
chance
be
of death
within
by
5
boulder.
feet
Yeah,
of it
you'd
anyway.
have to be adjacent to it.
Okay,
So
Because he's making this shunting to sound a little bit like.
No, it's just whether or not it appears here.
Okay. But to answer the question, what are we doing? The
Because-
plan like most right now?
Not doing it.
Huh?
Totally fair.
Force
not doing
wall
it.
Why?
at the cave.
Because I'm just gonna drop them on him.
Earthquake
Okay.
top of the cave.
It's
When
easier.
the earthquake comes down, the
Less
force
trouble.
wall keeps him in.
Less chance of someone getting hit.
No, that's not really my.
Yeah, and then he can
He's
go
huge
spin and do
monster.
whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He can go
Okay.
douse it
But
up.
maybe.
So we're gonna keep the same mechanic then. He gets a reflex save to avoid the falling boulder. It's not like you rolling versus his touch attack. It's just it's automatically gonna hit him. He's either gonna like avoid it or not.
And remember,
Okay.
he's a big
But-
guy.
Now,
in
once
small
again,
space.
if you drop it and not throw it, it's not an attack. You can maintain invisibility.
Yeah, totally. But like, can I just like drop them all?
Can he empty his bag?
How
Because-
many do you have?
Per 14. Per
Okay.
shrink item, it says just the simple act of tossing it will activate it, even without a command word if you want.
Okay, but I'm rolling 14 individual saves.
That's fine.
Okay, so he's saying you can do it all in one round.
Wow,
They're going-
that's nice. I would have thought it'd be one save because it's all the same type of damage.
No, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Okay.
They'll probably be activating different times.
Anyway, does anybody have a problem with that plan? One I just told him?
No.
I missed that.
Okay. We force wall the opening to the cave, locking him in. We earthquake the roof to bring it down, the force wall keeping him in, the earthquake dropping everything down upon him.
Okay.
And then you walk in and drop a bunch of boulders on him with your incorporealness.
Through him.
Yeah, but I still don't think that's going to work per the description of Earthquake in the spell. It does 46 damage when he reflexes, basically.
Yeah. It's not gonna do enough.
Yeah.
But
might
it has the
hit him.
potential to, because reflex is his worst save, it does have the potential to heavily hinder him, his maneuverability.
Yeah,
It could
and
lower
us
his
too.
defenses.
It would lower his defenses.
It might get rid of his dexterity, which means
No,
he could
we're not going to be in the cave when we do this.
Right.
Well, you can rush in after.
Which I'm saying that would be difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Oh, we have free
Only for
movement.
for creatures that can't fly.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm totally flying.
Can we put the wall of force in a way where we have a little like spot to peek in and shoot?
Okay.
You
well,
could-
Then
I would-
I'm opening the floor to everyone else's plan now.
Rather than the purpose of the wall of force was to negate his breath weapon on the opening
Yes.
round. If your plan is to pin him,
15.
if you had a second wall of force prepped, you could have the first one up, trigger the collapse. He gets angry and tries to breath weapon you. Hits the wall, sees that there's a wall of force there. You dismiss the wall, and then because it creates a flat surface, you could create a horizontal one over the difficult terrain that the party can then move across, charge over, etc., etc.
Right. Also, if we just hire a level 15 cleric to cast the spell for us, it only costs 1,200.
Does that mean we can fire the level 9?
There may not be a level 15 cleric in Canton Light.
We could bring one back from wherever
Free
the
game.
hell that.
Yeah. What cleric's gonna come with us?
Any? They're being paid.
You know, I'm sure there's a cleric of.
You know what? Let's get a
Mithras
cleric
might
of
come?
Muir. That's probably the best idea.
It's funny,
No,
we
thank
go
you.
we go
Well,
to buy a
technically,
cleric
we'd
from
have to
Memphis,
go
we
near
get into that fight
Elise
instead.
and Clavier to get there.
You know
But-
what might also work after we tumble it down upon him, if we can still see him, then icy prison him, thus making it more difficult. Because if we drop the
Travel
ceiling on
time.
icy
Can't
prison,
play.
it'll break icy prison.
Yeah.
But
Because
icy
extra
prison,
damage.
along with the roof on him, might hold him and potentially make him helpless.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
since
that's
right,
right.
icy prison's reflex partial, if you hinder his movement already with the debris, it's more likely he'll be fully entrapped inside the ice prison.
And then perfectly helpless.
Let him start.
Which means the coup de grace. Kill him.
Yeah,
Decapitate.
immediately.
Don't
Come
you have a
back.
sword that does that?
What?
Do you have a sword that does that on crits?
I don't need a sword with
Horrible.
a coup de grace. It's merely as long as I can get an attack through.
I know. I'm
That's
just
an
saying.
automatic kill.
Right. I'm just saying he's a
what's
So
our
now
time?
we have
Something like
earthquake,
Haze game.
icy prison.
If he's still alive after earthquake, icy prison. If he's still alive after earthquake and icy prison makes you helpless.
If he fails the fort save.
So we try icy
He doesn't have a
prison.
good
If he's
fortitude
helpless,
save.
we kill him. If he succeeds, we then can use whatever gap we leave to attack while he does his boulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even
The-
if he doesn't, it's good.
The avalanche isn't going to be enough to kill him, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
But it
No,
will
I-
hinder and make him much
Yeah.
easier to hit.
Oh. Sorry. I remembered I prepped communal spider climb, so you can just.
Then what we did, it won't be difficult terrain, would it?
Yeah, I'll treat difficult terrain caused by debris and cave wall as not difficult.
Respectful.
With
Yeah,
spider climb.
with spider climb,
Yeah.
but any other type of hazard would still be difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randomly
With
style
that,
like
what is now?
Like, oh.
Now we have Plan A and B. What is Plan C?
Nothing.
Retreat and
You can shove that right up your butt. We need Plan C.
Okay.
Prismatic wall.
Yeah.
Prismatic wall is Plan C. All right. What is Plan D?
Nuke it, Rico.
Leave.
yeah. Plan D is save as many as possible and get out.
So plan
Collapse
D
the
is
cave and trap
defeat.
them in there.
Irradiate.
Well, that was Plan A.
If
Irradiate to lower its
further.
fort save.
Collapse cave, icy
And it's
prison was
gone.
Plan A.
Because
Yeah.
that
Because
way,
it offers
icy
spell
prisons
resistance.
will
Okay,
likely
so
work.
Plan D is escape then.
Are you okay with that?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Alright.
So-
if I have to do that, then I will set up for it.
I mean,
It'll take me 2 rounds, but I'll do it.
Okay. So essentially what I'm hearing, we are going to give 3 solid attempts. If first one doesn't work, we move on to second. If second one, we do it the third. If third doesn't work, we
These weapons
dip.
going to shrink.
Yeah.
portion
third
of
doesn't
the
work. I'll take it.
I'm wearing it.
Third
Okay.
strike, we're out.
So Blake, if we get to
No, I
the
don't put it-
start
I don't shake in
of
the
Plan
drag
C,
but I'll
I
just
think that would be the
try it.
perfect time to pop the boat.
Yeah, survive.
Because either way, after that's done, we're going to need the boat.
Yeah. All right. So DM questions in this regard then.
Okay.
How fast does the boat actually unfold?
It takes a minute,
Takes a full minute.
a full minute.
Okay. Good to know. That definitely resolves a future crazy suicide plan possibly. How long from Canton Light to the Hayes Canyon for a flight? Does it? It can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours.
Okay. Go.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It's 6. It's the shortest path is about 6 hexes. It goes a hex an hour.
Yeah.
Can we talk
All
quick?
hacks.
If we do retreat, what is the plan of retreating? Like what spells
If
or
you
what?
can't fly, get on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a minute to unfold.
Run quicker.
I say we don't fold it.
Well.
Yeah, you could do.
Leave the car running.
Yeah, you could leave the ship. You could leave the ship in orbit and do a drop pod of stuff on the
Pretty
planet.
much, yeah.
Wait, why don't we just
Does the
nuke
ship
it from
actually hold
orbit?
like a position? Like a thing?
Yeah, you can drop anchor.
It's just the thrusters are just the forward.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you mean literally?
So we could.
What if we
park it-
drop the
Okay,
anchor
that
on the
definitely is
dragon?
something that allows me to
We,
fly.
so the Hayes Canyon basically has there's like 4 spires up, right? And then
Yes.
Duncan's Tower.
Well, Duncan's tower is on one of the
Oh,
spires.
he's on one of the
yeah.
spires.
I might need you,
So-
Ant Hall,
Shipping.
because if we succeed and we kill the dragon,
Yeah.
we need to take the dragon's skull for the front of the ship.
It's true.
Would be
Absolutely.
amazing.
No, we can't. We don't want to leave the ship parked because that's going to draw the attention of
Yeah.
all of his people.
Oh no,
You
not
shouldn't
like
even use the
immediately. Just at some point when we have downtime, attaching a
Invisibility
dragon
can work on
skull to the
objects.
front of our ship,
Not
like
of
the
that
lady.
size.
What about greater invisibility?
So to answer the question
Not
on
of
the
that size.
on emergency escape, it's called the Hayes Canyon.
It's hazing.
The dragon can't see through the clouds like anybody else in there. Now I think they have usually,
Sounds to me like a
light
basic
sense?
maneuver.
Yes, they do.
but if they're flying, it doesn't really work that well because you're in the air, right?
Well, what I was saying is you could park up in the clouds.
Straps,
Like,
Yeah.
up in the
like 2,000 feet up, and then you
Gosh.
could even do
Gotcha.
something like
Something
wall
like
of
that.
fog or something like around the
We have
ship to
to
more or
make
less
sure.
camouflage it, and then do your assault from there.
How
We
are
need
we
to
gonna
get that
get
permanency. Should be cool.
back onto the ship if we need to leave?
Fly.
You can do good.
Yeah, can you
Well,
guys not?
believe it.
No, it would only take me like 400 rounds.
Look, if need be, we have the canyon. We can get out there, get to the ship.
Yep.
Okay.
You could greater teleport
What
to the
if
ship.
we were to just stay?
You could word of recall to the ship.
I just want to get this over so I can go do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you could also
agree.
as a means of escape you could also have Grenadier prep word of recall and the Druid prep word of recall.
You guys have access to that?
I don't think so.
I just bought a scroll of greater teleport.
I
not
just
within my
bought a
purview
large
at this
stake
point. I do
and
not
enough
have
rope
that,
to
no.
stake one Grenadier.
You have a scroll of it?
No. That is
Yeah,
not
neither of
within
us
my
have word of
purview.
recall. Because it's
Alright.
a level
We do
8
not
and
recall
level
that.
6.
It's Cleric 6 Druid 8, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a greater teleport scroll just in case.
We have greater teleport.
I have I picked up a new shade of elixir of shade walking as well.
Mhm.
Nice.
Nice.
So, if it goes to all hell, we have 2 ways out, and then we can reconvene and then unfold the boat and do what we're going to do. But we got this.
But no, that does leave the question. If that's going to be our way out, do we, like, the ship, we're leaving up in the air. So we're going to fold it and bring it with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we have teleport or plane walking, first of all, plane walking, you don't
We're
want
not
to
leaving
ship.
the boat.
Teleport, we can teleport anywhere. Ready to teleport.
Mm-hmm.
We can come back to Canton Light. We can go to Elise. We can go to Apotheosis. We can go to the Green Realm. We can
So-
go to his obelisk in the water if
So
we knew where it
Let's
was.
go to the main
I
This
church.
is the
Search
most
universe.
important question I feel like is asked. If this fails, are we just going to completely abandon doing this again?
Nope.
Probably not.
We
We're the
could
persistent
go
apes.
to Sorton
We're
and tell him that
stupid, but
Duncan
we're
is
persistent.
lobotomized a dragon. He was super into
We don't
like
give up.
protecting the dragons. Knowing that Duncan is essentially, again, like brutally.
He probably already knows.
That sounds like a Sorting problem.
I say we see how well we do this,
Yep.
and then make a decision from there.
Okay.
You guys,
Go.
yeah.
We're gonna do this.
Okay.
We got this.
We can do this.
All
We got a plan.
right. So, okay. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go around the table, and we're gonna talk about all the new stuff we bought.
Yee.
Okay. Then we're gonna take our second break, and then when we come back, we're going to start buffing and getting into the fight. Okay. So, starting with Rael.
I moved my scrolls of explosive runes over to Goss. I gave 8,000 gold to Grendir. I have a scroll of heroism that I bought. I gave to Alec. Done.
Okay. Round.
I got a mage armor potion, a bark skin to replace some of those items. Buffs later.
Yeah, buffs later.
Okay. I really didn't buy anything because I had most stuff preset, and I made some combos for on the day of.
Okay.
I gave Gauss 3,000 gold to buy a spell scroll. I used the rest of my funds to buy Bernardo a ring of fire resistance medium, which is 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
And I have let Bernardo borrow my boots of haste
Okay.
while I am wearing his regular boots. I'm keeping these all up Grendir's money.
Okay.
That's what I call my bag of holding.
Alright. I got an amulet from
Steve
Grendir of
Dixon.
Dragon Foe. I got a piercing rod from Gauss that I could borrow. I bought a rod of Intensify. I bought 3 scrolls of Cone of Cold with the party loot. I bought 2 scrolls of protection from from energy and rolled 1 into my book. And I have the scroll other side. I got a scroll of Cat's Grace. I got a scroll of Greater Teleport. I got a scroll of Icy Prison. I got a scroll of Forest Wall. I also bought another scroll of Forest Wall and put it into my book. I also got 2 scrolls of Sure Casting. I also got 2 scrolls of Greater Heroism. 1 from him. I think that might be. And I prep my spells for the day.
You also asked
Did you
where
get a
we were
Whopper
storing
with
all
cheese
this.
with that?
All of these
so,
items
man.
except for
I think
one
I
are
went
going
to
to be
dessert.
my bag of holding, and that's going to be this.
We should have chocolate cake together.
We should.
Alright.
So, I bought a piercing rod that I'm lending to Alec, and then I'm gonna. Once we're done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it back because I can make one for half the price.
There you
So
go.
it'll be cheaper.
There you go.
But we're kind of in a
rod. Yeah, that's what happened with my rod too. Same exact
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
One
can
guy goes.
Ricardo borrow your immovable rod?
I also bought several scrolls.
You go to full away and it stays right there.
One of Greater Heroism, which I mean, I guess it doesn't matter who reads it, but it's a scroll of Greater Heroism for Issa.
You bought 2. Well, you bought one. I bought one for Asher too.
Oh,
Don't forget the puppy.
yes.
I will give you the one before.
Okay, then yes, that too. Let's see. I bought myself a scroll of explosive runes. That's not going to be terribly useful right now.
We should put it on our chest so if we fall down dead and they move us.
Yeah, and shit. What else? I bought a protection from energy scroll so I can cast that. And who bought the icy prison scroll? Steve.
I bought one.
Okay, just so long as someone's got one. Then I bought a scroll of force wall, just in case,
Yep.
and I'll
Okay.
use it if need be.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Earthquake?
Yeah, earthquake. I'm gonna try. Well, I bought a thing of earthquake.
You
but
know
I'm-
that's not an arcane spell, right?
No, it's divine. But I'm gonna try and. Well, someone bought a scroll of earthquake. Who was it?
I just provided the money.
Oh,
you
well
can't
then
read.
I bought it for him to cast.
Okay.
And I personally
I was
am
gonna
trying to
say.
go out while we're moving or whatever, passing through towns, hire a cleric to cast it for me.
You
I don't
can
know if
cast
I
divine
succeeded.
spells,
You don't.
right?
Okay.
They don't speak to
Grendir.
All right.
Yeah, but
Grendir
I-
upgraded his armor from +1 to +3.
And I got a ring.
I got a protection of heroism, potion,
Greater.
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 No, greater heroism cannot be a potion.
Yeah, I just got regular heroism.
Regular heroism.
I lent my amulet of Dragonfoe to Alec.
I love how you changed that wording real quick.
Yeah, lent. Because I heard
What
you
costs
say you
20,000?
got.
What does
And
that
I'm like,
amulet do?
It does
Yes,
many
to
different
survive.
things
Yeah,
against
it's
dragons,
really,
but
really,
only
really good.
specifically dragons and nothing of like dragon kind. So wyverns wouldn't be affected. Negates a dragon's DR, allows you to reroll against spell resistance, and it allows you to when a breath weapon is used, it allows you to
Gives you evasion. For
evasion
How
for
much does
it.
that item cost?
20
20,000
grand.
gold.
That's worth it.
I bought it as soon as we got to the Howling Fortress because everyone was talking about fighting dragons. So I thought, if I'm going to use my money, might as well use it on the best thing against dragons I can
And
find.
you,
say
and
you
you
can
lent
use
that
those?
to Alec.
I lent it to Alec because I have one thing.
It's a trust.
I have a trust in him to be able to hurt things with his spells.
I have trust that you'll
And
figure that.
today, I cannot actually do anything against his dragon. I've thought about it. We've done the
one who's
math.
got the arrow of dragon.
No spell of mine is going to touch it, but I know spells of his can. So
Scary.
Okay.
Very scary thought.
Dylan
Okay.
already knows. Dylan already knows.
And that's fine.
yeah, and I'm getting it back.
Okay.
Am I gonna get
So
my
you
8 grand back?
It'll be your 8.
Your 8 grand will come back, but that's mine.
1 grand for each guy.
That can be arranged again.
All right, is that it?
I believe so. I also pray to Tyr
Oh,
Okay.
the entire time.
Issa.
Oh, so you can't cast verbal bonus because you're
I
praying.
gave money to cows.
The International
to get
Bank
the
of Issa,
greater
yeah.
heroism. Yeah. And then I don't think I needed anything.
That's it? Did-
I
You knew
put a
prep
bunch
your
of
spells,
spells, but yeah.
No.
Okay.
I,
All
bought
right.
I also bought a scroll of shatter spell resistance.
Okay.
It
So
might
what's it
help.
gonna do?
So,
Hey, what was the SR by 5?
yeah,
Huh?
on your next spell.
Shatter spell resistance. It lowers.
No,
That's
I
it.
meant-
Ah.
Okay.
It's something else.
So, with that, you guys scout the Haste Canyon. You spend a few hours scouting around. You find that the dragon's lair is in the Oaken Forest,
Yep. so
down
right
in the
here.
canyon. Alright, which is down here.
Oh, the little boat. That's full.
Okay.
Right here.
As you scout the forest,
Yes.
and check some things out, you know that the forest itself is actually relatively cool. In fact, if you were to linger here for a long period of time, you may even consider having cold weather gear on.
That's weird.
Yeah, we got it.
We have cold weather gear. We purchased
Yes,
this.
but
I
what
remember.
what I'm saying is that you don't actively need to wear it, but it is like
It's
30 degrees in the forest.
Don't dragons alter
Wait.
the atmosphere?
So I have
around?
fire resistance
Yes.
20. Can I just light myself on fire
no, that would work.
No.
and be warm? No. Oh dang.
Okay. So, yeah.
I point that out to Alec immediately.
No,
and bring it
I
to
would know
Gauss.
that.
Don't dragons alter the environment around it? Why is this cold? If it does fiery, it's red. Why is this cold?
It's because you
It's
know.
expelling all the heat from the cave, and the cave heat's just coming out here, making it cold.
It's called molting. It looked red, but like it was just covered in the blood of his enemies, and it was still shedding its
We
scales.
look up
so
and
like
he's
it's
just
actually a
shabbily
blue
painted
dragon.
blue dragon.
We might not be ready
White.
for this. We might want to do some more research.
Blue
on the
dragons
dragon.
have lightning.
Yeah, I knew that.
White dragons do cold.
Yeah,
No, you
so-
guys know for a fact it was a red dragon.
I mean, it looked
Oh,
like
it's
a
so
red
brain damaged you can't tell.
what did I? Did
Could
I
it be an
smell
effect
it was a red
to
dragon?
try to
Look, I
like
have
subdue
two
the
charts.
dragon?
So
that show.
let's do this. let's roll an Arcana check
Yeah.
and learn some
I
things.
have 2 charges. Let's take
Now,
that.
remember, you guys can do the assist chain
I
gang.
got a nat 20.
Good
Rolling the
house.
assist. Rolling 2 assists.
Right, it's a 10 to assist. If you get a 20, it's +3. If you get a 40, it's +4.
30. Wait, no, even higher.
I
Plus
rolled
3 for
double
me.
15s. Okay. And I'm not trained in Arcana.
And you can't
+2
assist.
to you.
You have to be trained to assist.
+3 for me.
Alright, so yeah, I just got a 30. So, plus
30.
3, so 33, 35.
I can't help.
31,
I don't
so
have
assist with
Arcana.
that. That's another 3.
It's another 4.
4.
So it's a
39.
DC 10 to get 2, and the way I do it is 20 gets you 3, 30 gets you 4, etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
Then +4 to that.
Yeah. So the stronger your assist, the better.
39.
39. Okay. Couple of things. A, you could have some way of concentrating all the heat, which is pulling in the heat from the hot springs to like superheat his lair. Which, because he has to be pulling that heat from somewhere, it could make the surrounding area colder.
Okay.
Or
Like I
there could
said.
be a white dragon nearby. You don't know.
It could be.
Oh my god, the dragons are working together.
We definitely would consider endure elements if he's pouring in all that heat down into his cave. Just a possibility.
Yes.
So you guys don't have that up?
I have energy resistance.
I mean, I have it
and
somewhere.
energy resistance and endure elements.
So if we
don't
knew
do
we
the
were
same
going
thing.
to the Haze Canyon, then we would have still had it up from before.
Yeah, you guys know you need to endure elements to just be down in
And
the
then I would
canyon.
remind you
anyway.
guys just every day, just keep that going 24 hours. Just
Yeah.
end of the day, just recycle.
Yeah, just make sure you're spending
And
the
those
spell
cast
slots.
on others.
I will use
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like, what would you like me to do? Rub my hands together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like that, Ricardo. And then Alex like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will note the spell as expended.
Okay.
You're pretty certain it's not the presence of a white dragon because white dragons and red dragons do not get along. It's also not the right area for white dragons. You're way too far south. They prefer like glacial,
yeah.
I see.
tundric habitats. This is more,
Here.
yeah, this is more boreal.
Unless it's an ancient white dragon and it came down here to retire due to its bronchial problems.
Yeah.
Welcome to Florida.
So, from this, you could basically extrapolate that he's probably got some kind of like superheated lair where he's using magic to like pull in the heat from the hot springs to make it more acclimated to his preferred environment. Red dragons tend to dwell in like active volcanoes where it's hundreds, if not thousands, of degrees.
So,
Okay.
icy prison, huh?
Icy prison is not affected by fire, don't worry.
It's
Okay.
magic ice.
Cool.
Okay. Well,
No, the only thing that can break icy prison is the
carry
strength.
on.
Hi ho.
Okay,
We're
Can we
there.
make other perception checks
sure.
in the area?
Yeah, we make sure there's only one entrance into his lair.
Okay. So the last one I'm going to do tonight, how are we going to stop Grendir from worshipping him?
27 on perception.
Okay,
Would you?
25.
He has a history of worshipping red dragons.
30.
He does.
I perceive nothing.
17 consistent.
32.
Naturally.
You're eating.
Like 2
Okay.
of 1.
There are 3 entrances to his lair
I'm eating.
that you can find.
Bang boom.
It's basically set up like a Y intersection where they kind of go out in different directions. They're all large enough for him to move
Distance apart.
unhindered. Hundreds of feet at the opening. They all coalesce into the same chamber.
So we have one on the ground that the peasants feed him with, then he has 2 to get out of.
Yeah.
For Ariel.
So,
Yeah.
We need more of
said they're hundreds of feet apart.
The openings are, yeah. So if you were to cover one, you would not be within line of sight or line of effect from those spells, unless it was long range or infinite.
Unless we can pick the right one he's going to come out of.
Yeah. Also, you notice that there are some, some of Duncan's entourage are actively in the area, like, for all intents and purposes, using their handle animal checks to work with the dragon. So feed it, make sure its lair's taken care of, scoop its poop,
They all group
etc.
together?
Huh?
Are they all grouped together?
There's probably about 40 or 50 of them that you observe throughout the day. who all kind of come and go with various tasks.
Did
But
I-
they seem to be acclimated to the environment where they bring kind of like heavier, bulkier clothing into the forest so that they can, meander around and not be too offset by the cold. But once you see them get to the pyre proper, they shed their cold weather gear, and you see some of them have like balms and oils that they cover themselves with before they head down into the
Proper
cave.
nudist colony.
Yeah, metal speedos.
Yeah.
Nudity makes them stronger.
All right, so we got a bunch of people out, and then we have to go take care of a dragon.
Do they look like warriors, or they just look like kind of like the help?
They look like warriors. Like they're basically the ones. I mean, they're the ones responsible for making sure a feral dragon doesn't just run off.
Or tear apart their numbers.
Yeah, or turn on them.
So
Or turn.
just got a lot harder.
Got a lot easier. You kill those guys feeding it, the feral dragon goes out looking for food.
Yeah.
Maybe even turns on Duncan.
How many at one point do we see going into there? 'Cause I know we see like you said 30 or 40 throughout. while we're
40 or
observing.
50 is what you observe through the hour. They're kind of spread out all throughout the forest and the mountain. Usually about a group of 10 or 12 will go down the shafts into the chamber.
So we noticed that like the times where they're not that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You pan out a window where you think you might be able to ambush the dragon and not have anybody come attend it for 2 hours.
Okay.
For the most part, from what you can tell, is they're basically just like the stable help, but they're trained to work with dragons.
Yeah. But they're
So-
warriors in their own right.
Yeah,
Because-
they're not constantly like brushing or cleaning the dragon or anything like that. They're more or less just like making sure it's regularly fed and everything, checking on it.
All right. The two actions do complicate things, but
What do you think, Van?
the dragon's used to people coming in through the front. We are assuming no one's staying in there with it.
How big do the boulders get?
Like
They're
this.
like massive. They're like 2,000
Could they?
pounds.
No, I mean size wise. Like
5 by 5.
5 squares by 5 squares.
No, 5 feet by 5 feet.
That's 1 square.
1 square. Not enough to cover one of the entrances.
You could plug one entrance entirely with that. Yeah.
Which is one of them?
No. With
14.
because it's 4 by 4, which is 16. So, but he's huge size.
Yeah.
So if you in order for him to squeeze, he can only squeeze down to large sized. So if you used all 14, actually if you used 13 would be enough. If you used 13,
And Lord knows, in a cave, there might be more boulders.
actually, I'd say that if you used 10 and you kind of like strategically placed them, you could close one of the openings entirely and have
How-
We
4
could
left.
lose some.
how did the entrances look? Entrances look well maintained, fairly.
I mean, they're natural. They're like natural. They
So-
look to be like a natural cave opening,
So
and they're not.
Earthquake might dismiss them
Typically
entirely.
used every.
No earthquake.
It would be pretty damn loud.
It would be loud. You'd have a better option with like either wall of stone or stone shape, because you could technically stone shape an entrance closed.
Stones on here.
Yeah,
Could we could use a wall of stone to block
Yeah, I
one
see it real
entrance.
easily. Yeah, because you basically just summon it up into the cave proper.
Earth bend
Didn't
it.
use it.
You earthbend
No.
it.
Issa has the book. Do not give Grendier that book.
No, I just wanted to see it.
One. So we
It's
have
not on his character.
2 potential ways of closing
Okay.
off 2 entrances,
It's on
Yeah,
mine.
you could combining.
and then that would make plan
Wall of force and a
B.
stone wall.
Well,
was
wall of
plan
force.
B more viable.
Wall of Stone's, I believe, instantaneous. So its effect is permanent, whereas Wall of Force will dissipate over time.
Enough time that we have funneled him. Or we could. Is
That'd be
the bottom entrance roughly the same?
Yeah, they're all roughly the same size.
That's the name of the That's the name of the game. We just need to block off so he only has one
So we need
entrance.
to
So
block
why
off
don't
the
we
top two and then earthquake
stone
the
shape
bottom
both
one, so we
openings
get
and lock
both
them in?
That's what I was getting at.
You could, yeah.
And that locks them out, so then he doesn't have food. He becomes more feral, more aggressive, more attacky.
And there's no backup from the people.
Yeah. Plus, when we go after Duncan, those off, they aren't going to be able to go, come on, boy.
So you guys just want a wall of stone or stone shape all three entrances and bury him in there?
No, we do it while we're inside with them.
That's not at all what I just said.
No.
Not at all.
No, because they could just undo Wall of Stone. They got wizards. But if we do it like,
They're
it'll
all
take
warriors.
them time to do that. Say,
Yeah. So that
He's not wrong.
your
It's
point is that it would give you
potentially spellcasters that can undo
several
all that.
minutes,
many minutes.
many
I mean,
minutes
like,
of uninterrupted
Yeah. Combat.
where he doesn't have any allies
Yep.
other than the ones that are already down there with them, if there are any.
Because, like the wizards, they gotta like vamp over or come over. They have to know that the Wall of Stone is there, which will take a while for the guy to run over if he even realizes what it was. He doesn't
Yeah,
know.
and I'm not just gonna say that they also have Wall of Stone prepped that day. Like I would probably say there's like a 15% chance that each caster has the ability to cast it,
And
because
they're
that would
probably
be
near the tower, not over here.
yeah, like it would be very just Deus Ex Machina of me to be like, yes, they totally have Wall of Stone prepped because this happens all the time.
Yeah.
So you just want to wall stone the dragon and forget about it?
No, we Wall of Stone the dragon in with us inside. That way we can fight it properly.
Yeah, and then even if it tries to like bull rush past you to get out through the opening that you came in, it can't escape. And the dragons are weakest when they're on the ground because
Yeah.
they prefer to do flyby
They have no
attacks.
maneuverability now.
Yeah.
That takes the earthquake plan directly off the table. Being in the cave with him.
No, now Earthquake is your emergency out button in order for you to get out of the Wall of Stone, because Earthquake, I'd say, is if cast appropriately, could just undo the wall for you to get
Yeah,
out.
we don't need to do that. We have greater teleport.
Oh, that
I was
too.
about to say greater teleport.
Well, no, I'm just very concerned about. Hey, earthquake. Fuck.
It's not going to hit the whole mountain. It is a certain area. It's not a deity casting Earthquake. This is still mortal magic.
Like a card out something going like,
I mean, unless I do
What's
it.
that? Watch.
Well, yeah, but you're not a cleric. You're just a sorcerer.
I know.
So if you're in
80
his
foot
main
radius
area, would be able
spread.
to. What is it?
80-foot radius spread. So
Which is
like,
still like the entire white mat. Like
yeah,
the
it's
entire
enough.
Widow
We
Race mat,
walk
yeah.
to the entrance.
Does anybody
Boom.
have it prepped though?
They bought
What,
a scroll of
Earthquake?
it. It's an 8th level spell.
We
Nobody
bought a
can prep
scroll
yet.
of it.
I have it.
Which?
No. Wall of stone, stone wall, whatever you're trying.
well, the stone wall's on the book.
Is
We'd
in
be using
the
the book
mantra
for
of
this.
mirror.
Yeah,
Right,
we could
so
have
that's
just
one
retroactively
entrance.
bought some.
That's one. We need two more.
You go
Yeah,
back
you
and buy some.
you retroactively buy 2. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, or we could just go back.
I'm uncomfortable with how comfortable he is with this new plan.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's a great plan. Lock yourselves in.
No,
with
no,
the
yeah,
fucking
it's
thing."
fine. Like you guys are like, wait, change of plans. Fly, walk, whatever, over to the city. Hey, by the way, we also need 2 of these. Okay, here you go.
So
Ching,
that's
and-
another. That's
All right,
another.
Everybody
yeah.
look at this new
Correct.
girl
Or
picture
how
of
about
her
for
going,
more-
that's silly.
How about for a more efficient thing, which would make more sense, during the 7 days, maybe at night, at one point with some minor teleports,
Yeah.
vamp over there, scout out.
Yes.
Hey guys,
Totally fine.
3 entrances. Let's go buy those instead.
Yep. Excellent. I like it.
I like it.
Okay.
So how much for the scrolls? Then I'll pick out the group loot.
$2.
I like that price.
About tree fitting.
Yeah.
Could I possibly
No.
call in a favor?
it would take too long to get there,
Fair enough.
You know what?
and
Can I
you
ask
haven't
me-
repaid your first favor.
Trying.
my gun?
Trying my best.
It's druid, druid 6,
Well,
cleric
that-
5, wizard 5. So it depends on who you want casting.
Yeah. Ew.
I'd say let's go ahead and just make it a
Give me them
cleric
seeds.
scroll, so that way it's divine. So a fifth level scroll.
I don't care. That's
10
whatever
times
you're
spell levels
using.
50 times caster
Yeah,
levels.
let's
That's
go.
450. I don't think it has a rare
It's nice you
component.
don't have to open them.
Mm-hmm. That's why I bought them.
We would buy 3, so we don't have to use
Yeah.
this one.
That's fine too if you want. If
I'm just saying.
they're less than 1,000 easily,
Fifth. Da.
there should be a charge.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I think cleric's usually the cheapest.
Yeah, they're 1,125.
First one you best.
Alright, so maybe we'll,
They're 1125.
so
times 2 is
Times
2250.
One by 3.
I told you about 350.
2250 becomes 3375.
About 350.
All right. Group loot is gone.
Mm.
And
Do we owe anything else to get the price loan payoff?
110 gold.
110 gold? I'll shove it over.
Okay. Should add that to your list. I like the rich kid.
Okay.
I must throw bombs.
Just as we get to the cave, Issa's dad shows up.
All right, those are
Yeah.
cleric scrolls. Bam.
Alright, while we're doing that, I have a scroll. I bought a scroll of Blizzard, or Ice Storm.
Not
Ice
bad.
Storm? Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool off that cave a little.
Okay.
Don't shake too late.
Yeah. Sips, snacks, and smokes. You guys got a 10-minute break, and we're done. We're fighting this dragon.
Fuck.
Let's do it.
Hey, don't worry. He said.
All right, we're going to
with
the
us
under.
on this.
We're going to the underwater thing, right?
Yes.
That's what we're doing now. We're going to the underwater thing. All right, let's go.
No, we spent
Dylan,
3
kills
hours
you all.
prepping. We're doing this.
Alright.
All right. So now we just found out that the arrow slaying dragon is actually an artifact arrow
Yes.
that targets a con save or like a death saving throw. DC's 25. If it fails, it's killed instantly, or it takes 100 points of damage.
Yeah. It's con save for partial.
And we would have known this beforehand with the item.
Probably.
The item's specs. The arrow specs, right?
Yes. But we're not retconning the past 2 hours of prep and money spending.
I know.
No.
I was saying because of True Strike.
No, because we
now.
still want to cast Earthquake. And
Well, yeah,
down
but that's
Icy
that's
Prison.
where you just cast 2 strike on Issa, so
Can
she gets
anyone-
plus 20.
Can anyone cast True Strike?
Don't have it.
I
That's
don't
like
have
a
it
really
prepped.
It's a level 1 spell.
I think it's self though, in Pathfinder.
They don't. Mine only work on me, so I
You-
Can I
can't cast it.
retroactively buy a
potion of
potion?
potion of true strike.
Alright, can I retroactively buy a True Strike potion?
Sure, that's fine.
Alright.
I think they're like 50 gold for level 1
Here you go.
potions.
You are correct.
Can we just one more time, just for my
You
own
have
benefit.
it, Blue.
We're
What?
going to
True strike.
Earthquake first, correct?
It's still a
Or
personal
we're going to
spell.
try to silence it.
Yeah, so you can't
Silence
cast it
it.
on you.
Okay, so silence.
And normally we can't make personal spells subject to that.
Then Icy Prison.
Fuck that. Potion of true strike.
No, then Earthquake,
Well, you've
right?
been
There's only 2 rage
rage
powers that allow for con damage, neither of which would be useful against this dragon because it's a gore and or a bite attack.
Yeah.
I ain't doing either of those on a damn dragon.
All right.
I could bestow Curse, but I don't think
Bet.
it would actually
I'll
do
pay you
anything.
5.
It would
Well,
pass.
Piece of cash.
Does it
Tom,
will
can you
save?
start the automatic recording.
I think it's.
What if we
You're saying
bestowed
like I
curse
got
on
it.
Grendir and then it ate Grendir? Would the curse then affect it?
How do I do that?
No,
it's
it's
on
based
yours.
on
that.
No, they'll hear in a moment. Can you turn the recording on?
Yes, sir. God, he's so needy.
Silence, Earthquake, then we're going to Icy Prison, and then hopefully Coup de Grace.
Coop de group.
Boop, boop, boop.
Is
All
this all after
What do you need
we
that?
let
So
our
we have
ship
stonewalled everything. We are in here. We have given Issa the artifact arrow that we can reclaim. And a
I've
potion
had
of True
that.
Strike.
You just didn't give it to me. I'm
The
just
arrow?
saying. Yes.
Oh,
That's
was in your
hers.
group before, I just-
It's mine.
If it was in your drawer the whole time, then you've always had it. But
It's
we
mine
gave you a
now.
potion of True Strike.
That you did give me.
Wait,
Yeah.
but if she had one on her list and we had one in the group, that means there's 2 of them.
Okay.
We all
So-
buffed, right?
Worth a shot.
We're getting ready to do that now. So, does everybody know what buffs they're getting?
I have no
Yes.
idea what buffs people are giving me.
Yes.
Just not providing any buffs to
Declarations,
myself.
Okay, well then let's go ahead and enter initiative for exploration and then, well, for buffing.
Wow. Wasted
Wow.
that one.
I'd be fine just going around the table.
This is just exploration
Okay.
initiative, not combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
When?
Oh, that's wasted.
So we
No,
we
we
get all
wasted
the
the
entrances
shield.
closed.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a 7.
And we meet
Put
up.
me towards the bottom.
Oh, nice.
Don't worry, it's exploration, guys.
I rolled a 1.
Is your dex a lot better than mine?
I'm up to a +6 at the
Yes.
moment.
We should have Asher shoot the arrow. He'll never miss.
I'll never miss.
We should have Asher fight the dragon, and he'll never let the
Yeah.
Asher die.
Grendier.
We just enlarge animal
1.
twice, and he's the same size
Gauss?
as the dragon.
16.
Alec.
11.
Ricardo.
Ricardo is 19.
Bernardo.
18.
Van.
24.
Rael.
Natural 20 for a total of 27.
Okay, Rael, you have the come.
I will draw my Dagger of the Shadowlands. I will activate it and give myself greater invisibility.
Okay.
And I will hold my action until Lisa fires the arrow. If she misses, then I will move to the first available hiding spot that was within my 30 feet
going
of
first.
motion.
Alright, you guys aren't down in the cave yet. You're in your tunnel on your way down to the dragon.
Okay. Retcon. I will take my scroll, or I will use my scroll of heroism.
Okay. Alright, so you heroism yourself. Van.
Van, as he's going down there, yeah, it's 10 per level, so
It's almost perfectly like that.
Yeah. But they've already popped his mutagen. We'll drink his protect energy against fire.
Okay.
You want me to just do all of them, or?
Do all of your minutes and longer.
Oh, the protect energy is 10 minutes per level. Or
Yeah,
10
but anything that is going to be longer than 10 minutes,
Oh,
which
okay.
would be a minute per level, go ahead and do.
Gotcha. So keep the minutes per level, rounds per level 2. We're right there.
Keep your rounds per level until
Okay.
you're right there.
I would also then pop a reduced person,
Okay?
and then I would alchemical allocation take a spirit rush elixir, then I'll waste it, which just gives me breath of life in case I drop
Okay.
for an hour.
Okay. Those are all your buffs.
Besides my normal.
Allotment, yeah. Alright. Ricardo?
Pass.
Bernardo.
Bernardo pass. There's nothing we can do to buff ourselves.
Okay. Gauss?
We have no spell abilities. You know.
No, I meant like you could have just done like looking around and perception. There you go,
This is
perception.
mainly just for
Oh,
buffs.
okay.
Okay. So, mage armor,
Yeah.
shield, invisibility, resist energy, protection from energy, fly, and I have a potion of heroism, which if it's allotted time frame, I will use.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Question mark.
Yeah, as far as I can think of.
Okay, Alec?
I said shield, right?
Alright,
Yeah.
scrolls first.
Oh, I also. Sorry.
You're good.
Do you guys both have the ring for
No,
DR?
only one of us has the ring. Bernardo has the ring.
Okay, then I cast the resist energy on
Ricardo.
Ricardo, which I will expend that spell slot to.
And
Okay.
how long does that last?
Good long time.
I also activate my
Like
shield generation.
an hour?
Don't
two?
even track it. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Alright, scrolls
cool.
first. We're gonna do protection from elements, or protection from energy, fire. That's gone. And then Cat's Grace. Then Heroism. Greater Heroism. And then I cast Greater Who wants the other greater? Oh, you gave me one. You get Greater Heroism on you.
Her and Asher.
Let me get rid of those so I don't forget.
Hmm?
Should kill him with that.
Cat's Grace is gone. Protection.
Everyone
That's
will die at the
120
death.
points of fire.
Don't be afraid.
Fire.
So
And it's a
vitalized. I just saw this.
Eight.
It's so bigger. Yes,
Mm,
definitely.
mm, mm.
What'd you just say?
Filled with
Vigor.
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 With a V.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Anyway, and then spells, I will cast Shield, Mage Armor, and Ant Hall on myself.
Really should have done that last night.
Okay,
Yeah, I know.
so you raise your hand if you have greater heroism cast on you right now.
Nope.
So
Oh,
Issa and the
she
dog
does.
do not
No,
have
no,
them.
we went over that. I just said it a minute ago.
Oh yeah, he said it after I did.
Okay, so you have
Yeah,
them as well.
she bought 2 scrolls, or I bought a scroll and she bought 1 scroll. They are cast now.
Okay.
On her and the dog.
Yes.
Others.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't need it.
Okay.
So right now she has a plus 24 to hit, just off of the True Strike potion and the Greater Heroism.
Yes.
Does that work
15.
for like my touch attack spells?
What?
Greater heroism.
Yeah.
Does that add +4 to my spell attack bonus?
Is that an attack roll?
I just have fucking.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
They don't have this.
I don't
one,
need
they're not
one.
used to it.
It was expensive.
Yeah.
That's your
Plus 20 to
Without-
1 attack.
without-
And your next attack
Without the die roll.
has to be used like within 1 minute per level or something
And then
like
This
that.
is really
right before we, all right, let's go, and it'd be like my first turn. I'm going to use the scroll shore casting, which the next spell I use against a foe, it gives me a +5 to the spell penetration.
You don't have. Are you saying if you get a surprise round, that's what you're doing in your surprise round?
Yes.
Okay. Issa.
Greater heroism.
Supposed to do.
Are we doing 10 minutes or 1 minute? Bro?
If the spell is going to last more than 10 minutes, meaning the
Minute per
base
level.
version is a minute per level, or 10 minutes per level, or longer,
That's fine.
just cast all of them now.
How's wisdom, aspect of the falcon, bears endurance, broad evil, atavism, protection from energy, fire, resist energy, fire. And then, Asher gets proud evil, strong jaw, and greater heroism.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's.
And everyone is making sure to adjust their character sheets accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just accidentally put +8 in my.
I also-
Yeah, I think I can keep track.
I also
Okay.
did my bracer slash shield up. I
Yeah.
was trying to make the habit of did that.
Let's not forget poor Grenadier.
Alright. Gren.
Okay. We believe it.
I'm going to be cat. You said within 10 minutes, right? So
Yes.
It's gonna,
So everything that every spell that is
Yes.
not rounds per level.
yes, I
Casting.
have the list right here. I'm just asking within
Yeah.
10 minutes because it depends on.
Wait a minute.
Casting
Spells that
casting
last
magic
9
vestment.
minutes?
What? Go ahead.
Casting magic vestment on myself to give me +2 to AC. Does anyone else want magic vestment? It's just +2 to your AC.
Just a general
Yeah.
untype.
Sure, I'll take
Sure.
it.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
2
well,
guys over
actually,
here too.
Actually, they'll probably
Yeah.
need it more than me.
Okay, so one of you can have the +2 as well.
I don't think magic vestment stacks. Did you read the spell?
What type of bonus does it give?
Enhancement.
This is that.
Okay.
View shield
Ricardo,
over
I
a shield
don't
with an
believe
enhancement bonus
has.
of +1 per forecast levels.
But it's imbuing the armor or shield. So if you have a shield that's not already +4, it helps.
Yes, your armor already counts as having an enhancement bonus of +1. Actually, it's +3. So right now, +1 per 4 caster levels. You're level 9, so that means you can give it +2.
Mm.
So it's not going to do anything with your armor specifically.
Okay.
But if you have a shield that doesn't have an enhancement bonus on it, you could use it
With
on
all
the
that
shield.
stuff I just put on.
I have that too.
But you're using the shield
Just,
of on
just those
fear.
buffs alone.
Oh,
Which is
now
+3.
I
True
remember.
strike?
Shit.
Which is
Not
+3.
including
Yeah.
Yeah. So magic vestments isn't going to help you. It may help anybody else.
It might help my tower shield.
Alright.
Yeah, is your tower shield magic?
+1.
It would make it +2.
Well,
Alright,
okay.
then I can't cast it on
Wasted
myself.
3
then.
hours just for her not to roll.
So up AC to
I
31.
cast.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Stop.
Also, magic circle of protection of evil on myself, so it's 10 feet around me. Resist resist fire. Does anyone want resist fire? Because I can span it out 10
I'm the
minutes
only
per-
person here that is not
Are you
resistant to
doing
fire.
offering to do a community?
Yeah, because I have communal
I'm
protection.
not going to say no.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone gonna take it just because it's
We already
good?
have it.
Correct, but if yours gets dispelled, you have that one.
Ricardo and Bernardo already have resist fire.
Okay, cool.
What is the
I'll say resist.
stat increase to?
It takes 20 points of fire damage off when you get hit. Is from what I
After
read the spell.
protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cast the Splinter
Okay.
spell resistance, either on your weapon or on the ammo.
So,
I'm gonna look it up.
is it only you two
should put
taking
that
it, or
on
did
the
you want it
back
for?
Hmm?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
This is your turn. So,
Yeah.
Grender, you go first.
So, Alec, Ryle, Issa, did you want it on, either you or the puppy?
You put it on Asher. You can always use it.
Okay, so he's gonna have 20 points resist. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyone else? Did you want it?
You gave it to me. You said my name.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. I got it divided.
Okay. So that was energy, resist fire, and communal.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
I ready in action to drink the bottle potion of
No, no, no.
heroism.
We're only casting spells.
Well, that's it then. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
After that,
Alright.
it's
So you're done. Okay.
should be. Yeah.
The arrow does not offer SR.
No. I'm casting it on her weapon, so that each arrow she fires has the enchantment on
Opportunity
it.
to So if she hits, his SR is reduced by 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Get it, girl.
All right. How many times can that be used?
I think it's like 60 seconds or a minute per level.
Right, but it's since it's a debuff, it doesn't stack with itself. It's not like you reduce it to 0.
No, but it's an enchantment on her weapon,
Right.
so it keeps going for a minute.
Yeah, but how long does the reduction last?
1 round.
1 round.
Yes.
Okay, so for every round she hits, his SR is reduced by
Yep.
5. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. In case he saves. Okay. You were saying something.
Telling him how the spell worked.
Got it. Okay. So now that we've gone around once, is there any other retconning we need to do? Is everybody good?
Nope.
Okay.
That was it.
Good to go.
Everyone is fully aware of all the buffs that are currently affecting their person. Everyone is fully aware.
Also casting protection from evil on the scroll right here that I have.
Okay.
Yes.
Does anybody have Cat's Grace
Yeah.
that
I
they
do.
could spare to either
You cast
Bernardo
it.
or Ricardo to increase their dex?
I cast it on. Which one would you rather it have on? Because I have one.
Both of which are frontlining right now, so
All right, and then Ricardo.
either. Ricardo, fine. Cat's
Okay.
Grace.
Uh, +4 to Dex, +2 to saves.
Yep.
So it lasts 3 minutes.
Which one?
Her spell.
Oh, then you said it too early.
Okay. So you'll do that once you get to the opening. Get closer. That's
Gotcha.
fine. We'll say that it has 2 minutes remaining by the time you get to the opening.
Plenty.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, raise your hand if you have Endure Elements cast on you.
Me.
Okay. Everyone who does not have Endure Elements, please make a Fortitude save.
I have 4 more scrolls.
No, we already went over that.
Yeah, we did. But
We said we did it, and
Yeah.
if we were going to be in and around the Haze Canyon, we were going to have
15,
that.
16,
but some people
15,
didn't take care of it
16.
apparently.
Okay. Did you have enough to cover the whole party?
Yeah.
Including Bernardo and Ricardo.
It's 24 hours. I would have done it the day before.
Okay, and you're casting these from scrolls?
No, I have that. I would have prepared
How
it
many
the day
first level
before.
spell slots do you have?
7.
Okay, so including Van's ability to do it on himself, you're 1 short. You're 2 short.
Then I'll prepare
I
it.
cast it on myself.
Okay.
Then we're good.
That's I'm 2 people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6. 'cause
I
he can do it himself. But it's
Okay.
fine. Okay, so
Alright.
everyone has Endure Elements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then let me put that down.
I already scratched out this
Alright.
first slot for the day.
Alright.
Okay. And everyone has resist energy 20 at least. Correct.
That's not protected.
Yes.
Okay, so once you are about as you enter the chambers and you seal it up behind you, there's enough ambient heat and light coming from within inside the mountain that everybody is effectively, you can see. Yeah. Yeah, between dark vision, low light vision, and everybody's ability to generate their own form of light if needed, everyone can see. You notice a few things. There are hundreds of holes in the cavernous walls, and I need anyone who's proficient in dungeoneering can make a dungeoneering check.
Perfect. Bernardo comes into play again.
I have at least
17 for Ryle.
I want to do a perception check.
Woo!
That's
good.
No.
26.
26. Okay.
I'll assist.
30.
Okay.
30.
All right. So the party, with their collective heads, recognize at one point in time this was a rust monster hive.
Oh.
Can we leave now?
No, that's why we put a handle on you.
Okay. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what a rust monster is.
Yes.
What
For
do
the
they do?
collective horror that you just instilled, I think we all know what a rust
Okay.
monster is.
So none of these openings look active, and several of you, not in metal armor, investigate them thoroughly, and you find several husks of dead ones or moltings, but you do not find any live ones. As you
How
recall,
fresh do the moltings look?
huh?
How fresh do the moltings look?
Years old.
Okay,
But they're
yeah,
basically
yeah,
just preserved
third
in here
fall.
by the heat. Nothing really can break it down. You guys do
Rust
know
monster
that
turkey.
simply touching a rust monster can cause corrosive effects. It has no effect on stone, but it's actually the antenna of a rust monster and its mouth that produce the instant destruction of items as they work on things.
Even the dead ones?
Correct, even dead ones. If a dead one's antenna touches your gear, it will destroy it.
Could
So-
you collect that then?
You could.
You can.
could collect them.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it.
Isn't it
Okay.
only
I have a sack that's
magic,
holding my boulders.
non-magic items?
It's just like
Does
a
that
regular
affect?
sack.
I don't know that.
Can it fit in just a regular sack that's held by a kobold?
You have to find some.
Yeah, there's
You don't find any. You don't find any amongst the husks.
Then I don't care.
Yeah.
Just for
You could
additional
make a
clarification,
wagon
do our magic items safe from this one, or
I intend to
No,
use it to
cool.
open doors.
No.
makes it more dangerous?
Cool
Yeah.
metal doors.
Yeah. This isn't baby's first rust monster.
Yeah.
Like Pathfinder rust monsters, if it's metallic, it's destroyed.
So it doesn't matter.
So
if it's
Warforged
metal or not.
really is
Correct.
still-
In fact,
doesn't
they
have
favor
metal
magic
armor?
items over non-magic items.
They're spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
who
tastes
doesn't
better.
have
Spicier.
metal armor?
The only things that are currently immune to this are, to my knowledge,
Flesh.
I'm talking about metal objects, are the Dagger of the Shadowlands, because it is an artifact, can't be destroyed by mortal magic and or mortal effects.
The arrow slaying.
The Arrow of Slaying, right, but that's not actually made out of metal, it's wooden
Balby's
bone.
rusting hammer.
Club.
The club, which produces metal but is not made of metal, so the club is safe.
the shield.
The shield is also immune to the effect, because it is a large steel shield, but however, as an artifact, it is not subject to mortal means of destruction.
Does the armor get picked up? Part of it?
No.
Okay, I was doing stuff.
Okay?
The Kopesh would be affected
The Kopesh is made of stone, so the Kopesh is not affected.
though. Okay.
I did not know that.
Didn't know it was made of stone.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's made of sunstone.
Flavor
That's
text.
what I remember. It was made of gold.
Sunstone.
Yes, I heard that. I
Yeah.
was agreeing with her
We can
that
go
we
back in the
previously
notes.
heard.
Either way, it's stone, so it's safe if there is any down here.
Okay. So, before we proceed, I need every character to denote, just do a quick personal inventory of metal objects on your person. If it's a ring, I'm going to automatically rule as made of metal. If it explicitly states it's not made of metal, I'm going to say it's made of metal.
Things such
Bracers
as
of defense. Is that leather? Because I'm a wizard. I'm not allowed to wear metal.
It's not that you're not allowed to wear metal, it's that you're not allowed to wear armor.
I know.
So, yes, the bracers have metal components. If destroyed, the braces are destroyed.
Okay.
belt of dex, metal buckle.
Yes, effectively. If it explicitly states it's not made of metal, then it's not made of metal. However, if it has metal workings or metal components, and those metal components are destroyed, the magic item no longer functions because it is no longer complete.
Boots of the cat.
Does it explicitly say it's not made of metal?
I have not
What about wands?
been given a card.
The nails that hold the souls on.
Yeah, so like the nails of the buckles, anything else on the boots that would make it.
I don't know
Like,
if
at
they
the
were
very
straight
least, they
leather
fall
boot
off.
or not.
Yeah.
Do we know if these things can fly?
Rust monsters, they don't fly, they have a burrow speed.
Van would then pull his glider out and just start.
A wand is just a stick.
I'm
Good,
God
wands are
with this
fine.
now.
Yeah, wands are fine. Potions made of glass, they're fine.
The only things I have to worry about are the things that I'm wearing.
Yeah. So if you have like an amulet, a ring.
My headband is actually not.
My hat's
metal.
probably
it's
okay.
Old eyeball that I had from back in the day, and
Right.
leather strap.
Cloak is fine. Because that
Remember that from
ties
so long
is
ago?
necessarily
It's
flat.
my old
Cloaks are
eyeball.
I
fine.
assume the hat of disguise.
Hat does not have metal components, right?
An Aegis is just a cloth, correct?
The Aegis of Recovery is just cloth.
Can
Yes.
I opt to put take items off my person
Yes.
and store them?
You may.
I would like to opt to put my potion bandolier, my knives bandolier, my
Your-
ring of invisibility.
Your potion bandoliers are just cloth. I'll say those are just cloth because that's literally just like what they're made
It's
of.
not
knives bandolier.
Same with the knife bandolier. But your ring of
My
invisibility.
ring
would
of
need to go.
invisibility,
Yeah.
my masterwork thieves tools.
But it's
and-
Definitely
knives
made
on
of
the
metal.
other.
Yeah.
And
Butt plug of power.
you said wands were not affected by the rest monster.
Correct. Wands are just sticks.
Then those will be the items that will be put in.
Okay,
my
so
bag of holding.
now, since you said bag of holding, thank you for saying that. I'm going to roll bags of holding, not subject to rust monsters. They're like 99% cloth.
Yeah.
So those aren't going to be destroyed. They
It's
they
just a
can be
ring.
destroyed by other means. I'm just saying the rust
Not
monsters
by
can't.
rust monsters.
Right. So now that the group has, for the most part, established there's rust monsters about, please take a few minutes to go about your personal inventory. Mark anything that you're explicitly taking off and stashing as to not come in contact with rust monsters.
Would not even see the point of disarming my entire collection of gas here.
That's fine. I mean,
Right.
the bows you're using aren't made of metal. They're made
Yeah,
of wood.
composite.
Will they
Wood, yeah.
actively seek out metal? Like if I had like a bone and or a dagger, like oh go get it. Will they go after it?
Yes, but they're intelligent. So they know the difference between you throwing away so they favor precious metals over non-precious metals. They favor magic over non-magic. So they will pursue a gold coin over a they will pursue a gold coin over a silver coin. They will pursue a magic gold coin over a non-magic gold coin.
They're gonna love us.
So it's probably gonna go after his dagger. No, potentially your weapons would be the most most gone
His
after.
suit of armor.
Yeah. The mithril
He
armor
is
is going to probably be
glowing.
the first thing they try to
They
use.
are going right after
Should
him.
I take it off then?
No.
You
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can.
yeah. Take your armor
Right,
off.
that's right. Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
I'm
with
all
it?
about that life.
Also, they will not
be
be
prepared.
attracted to the artifacts. So their sense of detection will not innately work against them. So you can't try to fool them with the shield or the dagger or the contents of the cloak.
I have 2 pieces of platinum I can throw at him.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Now you guys also kind of recall that whenever the handlers came down here, they basically stripped naked. So
I thought that was for the heat.
Mm-hmm. So did
but they covered themselves with oils and balms, which
Heat-resistant
you guys
oil.
exactly you guys could probably deduce that those were oils of
I thought it
endure
was something
elements
else, too.
or balms of endure elements. All
I
right.
thought they were just coming down to have a
It's
good
okay.
time.
These are all old holes. They're dead. We're just worrying for nothing, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just wants us to get scared.
So, right, as to the buffing and all that, right? Fly only lasts for me, minutes per level. So, like, would it be appropriate to have cast it already?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And we'll, yeah. If it's going to take longer than 9 minutes, I said 10 minutes because Steve cast at level 10, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
If it lasts longer than 9 minutes, just assume it's up. By the time you guys get to the chamber, I'm going to roll 2d4 to see how many minutes you have left of those, which
Sounds
it's not really going to matter, but it's going to be at least 2 minutes, which is 20 rounds. I don't think we've ever had a fight go more than 10.
Yeah.
Right?
I think we have over 7.
Would the fearsome presence of the dragon affect the rust monsters?
You don't know.
We'll
Okay.
find out.
Under normal circumstances, yes, rust monsters aren't immune to fear, and under normal circumstances, rust monsters don't hang out with dragons. They're 2 different creature types. One's dragon, one's blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Monster.
Aberration. Okay. Alright.
Actually, because of the
So, have we done doing our personal audit over stashed items?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stashing anything.
You're not stashing anything.
Sure you
I
don't
don't
have
have-
beast or something?
I have my both my rings. One's a
Metal.
protection of 3. The other one's my arcane might.
Yeah.
My bracers are +3.
Okay.
I have a cloak.
Not metal.
I have an amulet
Metal.
and a headband. But I told you that's not.
What about your footwear?
I don't have boots. I have regular boots. normal everyday boots.
Okay.
So those are my only things of metal. So I'm hoping that like these bright beacons of magical items are gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go after those things first.
Okay. So you okay? I understand your logic.
Yeah.
All right.
And if they come after me, then I'll
Your
throw
logic has been
platinum.
noted.
Hopefully they'll go after
Yeah, or destroy them.
that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm staying off the board, so I'm gonna hope that's enough.
How many holes are in the ceiling though? Because I'm flying too. Are they gonna
I
drop
mean-
down on us?
Like as
You're in the
you
fucking
as you
ceiling.
enter the cave, on your way down, you pass hundreds.
On the ceiling though, right? It's like
They're all
everywhere.
throughout the tunnel, omnidirectional.
Living
It's
ones?
like it. No.
Oh, just a character stuff. Okay.
Yeah, like the old burrows that they would butt back into, and then anything that would move through the tunnel, they extend out to try to grab, and then they retreat back into their burrows so they can't be attacked because they're relatively weak,
But dangerous.
but extremely
Take
dangerous.
a gold coin and hurl it down.
You could, yes.
No, wait, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I brought the
It's
slide.
a good idea.
No, it's not because there's a dragon in the next cave. I don't want to let them know that we're coming.
Oh yeah, because they're not going to hear me and Grendir walking down there. Just two guys in full plate. Just
Chunk, chunk, chunk. Yeah.
I mean, now
Could've
that you've
hit
cast
a
all of
different
those
way.
spells, the cleric could silence you.
yeah.
Well,
I
no.
like
Did
this
we want
idea.
to? My question was, did we
Round
want to
per level.
silence the dragon or ourselves?
The dragon. Well, the sound is no longer an issue because you've sealed the openings using
Then
wall stone.
ourselves.
The silence was more along the line of like if it roared to attract attention to the cave, the sound would reverberate and echo, through the mountain, which would summon allies.
Mm-hmm.
But we closed all.
But
the
you
holes,
closed all the
So
entrances.
we're good. But I would cast on us so they don't hear you guys go clink, clank, clank, clank.
Silence will also prevent certain spells from happening.
But now that you've already been buffed,
Yes.
yeah, you can have it be where once you see the opening to the cave, drop the silence and charge
Your
in.
emergency force, right?
I have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Which
stand
might give
next
us
to
a
Cal.
surprise round, which would be cool.
Okay. So, do you guys want to re-roll for initiative or keep exploration?
I'm fine with exploration until we get to combat. Or are
Well,
you
we're getting
saying
ready to
for
combat.
anything?
Yeah, we're getting ready to move to combat.
I'd say let's have a fair roll for combat initiative.
All right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But do we gonna do any rounds per level buffs before that roll? If any?
Yeah, we
Would
did have
you-
a short.
Yes. I'm gonna recycle a displacement potion.
Okay,
And
so
I'm gonna cast blink on
when
myself.
would you start casting the rounds per level spells? Because you're moving forward until you effectively until you see the dragon.
If I see the opening, I can see the dragon. Be like, yep, now it's time.
Okay.
Yeah, because it might be.
How do I keep doing that?
You should roll a sneak check or
2 times?
something.
Yeah. Before it was 2 15s.
All right, just to clarify,
Yes.
battle plan.
Okay,
We walk
15.
in. He casts thingy on the ceiling, right?
Earthquake.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That was originally Plan A to earthquake, icy prison.
We're not
Alright.
just gonna offer.
I thought
let
Plan
her
A
shoot.
changed to. Never mind. Yeah, you guys do what you want.
Mhm.
You run in, you earthquake.
Did
you
we
icy
change
prison.
Plan A?
I thought we were just gonna offer let her shoot the dragon.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that's
Forgot
gonna
about
be,
that.
it's yeah. I'm fine with her letting her try to shoot the
Might
dragon first.
awaken rust monsters. Let's arrow first, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll cast
Agreed.
invisibility on Issa so she has a bonus to hit.
Okay.
Because, like, he can't see her coming.
okay.
So he'll be flat-footed
Yeah.
Dragons can't be caught flat-footed.
because they have no dex mod.
Their flat-footed
his-
AC is the same as the
Never
regular.
mind then.
Yeah. She's not hitting his touch. She's still just hitting his. She's still hitting all natural armor and any other kind of buff he has.
They can also generally see invisible creatures through thumbnails,
Alright.
Yeah.
regardless of the hobbit.
Scent.
I'm still invisible. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is your
I guess
giant
we
round
approach
further?
and
Okay.
No.
So if that doesn't work, then earthquake. Right?
Yes.
Just
I.
Okay. So we're gonna roll initiative.
Yes.
I'm just making sure.
Oh, yeah. No. That's why I wanted to clarify. So everyone knew what we're doing, so we don't take an hour.
Mm-hmm. And doing it to the actual roof, correct?
Mm-hmm. And remember, it's an 80-foot spread. So don't hit us.
Heroism doesn't apply to initiative checks.
It's
Right?
still gonna hit us.
Initiative checks are not skill
No?
checks. So they don't, heroism doesn't apply to that, right?
Correct.
I thought so, just making sure.
Yeah.
17.
Initiative counts as an opposed check because you're rolling against other creatures.
Makes sense, actually.
Okay.
Center it on top of the
Rael.
Will be good.
23 overall.
It won't hit us.
23.
23.
Van.
17.
Ricardo.
Ricardo and Bernardo opt to go last, respectively. Ricardo, then Bernardo. Second to last and last.
All right. I'll put you as a 2 and a 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Faust.
22.
Alec.
Alec.
21.
Issa.
23.
What's your initiative bonus?
6 currently.
Rael. What's your initiative bonus?
7 currently.
Grendier.
18.
Don't forget anybody who cats, grace, and all that. It ups your initiative bonus too.
Oh, 25.
Nope.
Sorry I said that
Oops.
too late, but yeah, anything that increases dex increases initiative.
Oops.
Oh well. You had your chance, SquarePants.
Okay.
Yarr.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I don't want it. I don't want it.
4 and 1. All right. So everybody whose spells were 1 minute per level has 5 minutes or 6 remaining.
So that's
So
Okay.
more than enough time.
So it took you 4 minutes to descend into this part of the cavern
And we booked it.
where initiative is being re-triggered.
Three,
Would I
one,
have
or two,
gotten
two.
that spell off or no?
What spell?
The source.
How long? You said once you got to the surprise round.
Yeah. Did
No.
you get one? Okay.
No,
Okay. No
not
worries.
yet.
Well,
Okay,
I gotta know. 3-1 or 2-2. When you rolled it.
4-1.
Oh, so 5 minutes. Okay.
That's how much is left, not how much passed.
Ah, you were rolling for how much left, not how much passed. Got it.
Yes. Ah.
Alright, cool.
Okay. Who's feeling lucky?
yes.
No one.
Alec.
No one really is.
Roll a d4.
Oh god.
6.
That's a 6. Roll a d4.
4. The triangle.
Yeah, I'm getting it right now.
The pyramid.
The lid, Patrick.
4.
All right. Due to your positioning, you have 4 combat rounds of buffing before closing into the main chamber.
Cool.
Gotcha. So we're like,
Yeah.
Doo doo.
buff.
Doo doo.
Buff.
Doo doo. Doo
Yeah.
doo. Doo doo. Doo doo. Buff 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 buff.
Basically.
Okay.
Alright, so the rods will be.
Between my legs. This is gonna hurt.
I'm gonna have piercing and quicken out.
I think a shilly-shally's gonna die tonight.
Yeah, piercing and quicken out.
There'll be many a sadness in the shilly-shally home.
Believe
The power of friendship.
in the power of.
All right, Rael, your first round of buffing.
First round of buffing, we're not at the entrance to
We
the.
have 4 rounds.
The group, the front line of the group is 60 feet away from the main entrance of the cavern. Everyone please denote your current distance from the entrance of the main cavern. It's 60 feet. Nobody actually declared it, but the group is moving stealthily, which
Yeah.
is usually half speed
Thank you.
through the tunnel, and everyone has a standard ready action to engage in case they see batshit. So in this case, everyone's moving at roughly 15 feet per round. You're 4 rounds away, that's 60 feet.
Noted.
So, Rael, you can charge into the room, you can hang back and do some buffs, you can drink a potion, you can move up 30 feet and break stealth.
I will draw the dagger of Shadowlands.
Okay,
I will go use greater invisibility.
okay.
I will move forward. Greater invisibility masks sound or just sight?
Just sight.
Just sight. Then I will make a stealth. I will stealthily approach the end of the hallway.
Okay, so you're moving at half speed.
Make an acrobatics check to get all the way down.
You can make a stealth check to move your full speed.
I'll make a stealth check to move my full speed.
Okay. Which I don't think you can fail.
I roll 1. I mean,
Well, it's a
You
skill
can't
check.
fail skill
it's a
check.
skill okay, so I rolled a 2 on that. So 20.
You have the
plus-
Shadowlands equipped, so that's an extra 10.
10, so 30 on a 2.
Okay, yeah, so you move 30 feet
Jesus.
effectively here. You are now 30 feet away from the opening. As you move up, you can look into the cavern. The dragon is eating.
Who?
It's got several large, it looks like beasts of burden that have been recently sacrificed to it. So you see a few oxen and maybe a cow that it's feasting on. And you do see some weird beetle-like creatures roaming around inside the cavern.
Crap.
No, never mind. Doesn't have dex.
That's all we hear too. It's just
I will move back to the party.
You've already used your move action.
Maybe don't move. Oh,
No.
pulling the dagger of the Shadowlands with a standard.
It's part of your movement, but you activating your greater invisibility is a standard.
Just do
Can
it next round.
if I whisper, will it be audible enough for them to hear, but not the?
No, you're 30 feet away from the
you
party.
could just make some signs to us.
He's
I'm
invisible.
You,
Oh, yeah.
you could just come back next round.
Or just let us catch up.
I don't
I
know
will
what
wait
any
for
of
my
those, so I have
party
no idea.
members to advance.
There's no response.
Where's the dice tray that usually has the
So there's
tokens and stuff in it?
Evil-like things.
Which I think.
Go on, Steve.
I think that's what he was.
What did you ask him for?
This.
Ah. That's why I couldn't find it. It's out of my line of sight.
There's a bag there. That was within line of sight
Oh,
and
yeah,
line
I
of
don't do
effect.
something, so it's
Dylan. How dare
entirely up to
you?
you. I have no idea.
Now you have to drink the ice that's in there.
Yep. Okay, so you move up. Issa.
I'll move up, but I'll make sure I stay next to Gauss as he moves.
He's like a Grandeur. He's got the aura.
He's got an emergency force shield.
That doesn't work if there are too many people are next to me. So you have to be like, we have to be 10 feet away from everyone else.
That's fine.
Because if other people are caught on the edges of it, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So we have to be our own little party.
Asher would break it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Asher would. He's too big.
He's beefy boy.
Yeah, big boy.
I thought so.
Alright, we run up and just kidding.
I mean,
let's
you
see.
could always have Asher behind us. You know, like away from danger. Since it has no big role in this slaying the dragon plan at the moment. At least not the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, Asher will be towards the rear of the party, and then I have my True Strike potion ready for when I'm ready to take my shot at the dragon.
Okay.
Oh, also Asher could go fight the rust monsters.
Mhm.
You know,
He's got a mithril chain shirt.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can summon something that can at least fight those.
They're not strong. You might.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what would be a good like
A
choice.
metal elemental.
That would be funny.
I could do.
They're gonna be drawn to it.
I could
I'm
do
just gonna
medium
fire
elemental.
mundane arrows at them from the bow.
Alright, so what's Asher doing?
If you do
He's
metal
at
elemental.
the.
Wait,
He's
they
gonna
can
drop
just
back
kill.
towards the rear,
Yeah, but they would chase
and
it.
then.
And you're
That's
moving
good.
up with Gauss.
It's up to you. But
Yeah.
you know, it's totally up to you. You're doing it, not me.
Yeah, it'd be funny, but I think I would rather just have something.
It would be funny and effective because they wouldn't be chasing us for that round or two.
Yeah, but I don't think there is metal.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Gauss.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that spell that, just in case, on Lisa's bow.
Okay.
That was my,
Spell just in
round. And I'm going to make sure we are appropriately spaced for that emergency force shield to work.
Okay.
You're all by yourself, BK.
Alec?
Cast blink on myself.
Okay.
We
Movement?
gotta protect the stuff.
I'm gonna be
They'll
at
go
the
after
ass
your
end
egg,
of
won't they?
the party.
No, it's not metal.
Oh. You sure?
Okay,
I'm
so you're back
invisible.
with Asher.
So, like, I'm tugging on, like, your backpack or something.
You should be able to take care of them.
That's my turn. For the first round of. We have 4 rounds of this?
Medium refill.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, that's my first one.
How much damage can you
Okay. Grenadier?
I'm going to cast Divine Power on myself.
Divine Power!
Power
And-
of Tear. Yes.
Okay, and then what? It's a standard, you have move and a swift.
Have a screen in front of you too.
Well, I know how loud I am, so I'm going to move cautiously up, but not my full speed.
Okay.
First one, these off to this about
Van?
abilities of an element concept noted
And is
above.
going to proceed forward on my turn, but only like run round increment. And
They have
I still have 3 rounds to get up to their shot on that.
but, yeah.
I can see Rael a little bit ahead, or I'm at
Just
Rael.
saying.
Yeah, Rael is 15 feet ahead of you.
Okay.
You, Grenadier, Issa, and Gauss are 15 feet
So I'm
behind
able
Rael.
to see into the opening enough to see any of these scuttling little gates.
Yeah. Roll a dungeoneering.
Ooh, that's a that's a good one. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. That's a
No, it would take that.
17.
They would have to eat.
Okay.
They would have to use their attack.
Those are magma monsters.
Oh, see,
Nice.
you guys worried about nothing, just mag.
So
Oh.
they're fire augmented rust monsters.
Nice.
They more or less live deeper in the crust, and rather than
But yeah, you might be right.
Ice element
Crust
monsters.
focusing on metals that are solid, they have the ability to also eat like liquefied metal.
Oh,
So they're immune to fire damage, and they have the fire template.
oh, that makes sense. I mean, they're all like basically like moving around like magma, just.
Yeah.
I mean, Van's just like. Oh my god, I can pump a little to take some notes on it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I will signal to people behind me that I'm seeing at least 6
But they still consume regular metal.
burning.
Yes, they still consume
The
regular.
little antenna
Antenna,
signal.
mouth, and antenna.
It's not bad.
Oh wait, I see more. No.
Yeah.
How many do I confirm that I see?
You see 12.
Do you see what I see, though?
But they're small guys.
Yeah, but you remember all the holes?
They're small guys. I know. Yep.
So if you make group teleport, you're gonna be the way out of here.
There's the spirit. Keep the
persistent.
I'm not interested in this letter.
But yeah, that's I'm just keeping with the group. That's
The
I'm
shot is gonna be
flying.
my
I'm just
doom.
quietly
You
just
got this.
ready,
Don't worry.
ready for
I
action
got your
when it
back.
comes to it.
I got my bow out ready to back you up against the monsters.
I mean, the heroism gives you a +4 plus all your other buffs.
Okay.
Yeah, but if I roll a 1,
You won't. You're gonna roll a natural 20.
We're gonna spend somebody's card to let
That's
you
gonna
roll
happen.
it.
You just do it.
I think I spin on my turn.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Trying to find something that makes sense.
Earth elemental makes sense. Bear's fine.
That number hope press monster.
Right, so you got a 31 on your stealth.
Is it large or medium?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's AC 18, HP 34.
Could you imagine getting, like, setting up a campaign like your BBGE?
Just press rest. That's it.
I mean,
Party's all Warforge.
Okay. The dragon, like, puts his nose up, starts sniffing around.
Smell dwarf.
Did you smell the rich kid on me?
It doesn't smell the rich.
And it takes a run action to come over here.
cause the little guys to scatter a bit?
Yes, they start moving. You can see them start moving like towards this tunnel where you guys are.
Should have went through the other tunnel, guys. Now we know.
No, you just have to
Go right tunnel.
right tunnel.
Oh yeah, we have communal spider climb. We could. I mean, they probably do too.
I'm gonna summon him.
I would assume insects have some sort of like.
They have the burrow speed, so they can just run through those tunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they burrow, they don't tunnel. So there is no opening behind them for you to pursue.
Oh, it's just kind of
Yeah.
gotcha. But would
Trim
magma
resist.
guys still do that? Oh, they probably melt the stone.
They're on to us.
Are we able to see how tall the cavern is?
Pretty big. Probably close to 80 or 90 feet.
I like it.
To the top of his head.
No.
Or double his height.
Yeah. Probably about twice as big as him. Because he's a 4x4.
So enough room for him to fly.
He could
Hover?
hover.
Okay.
He could hover, and he can definitely stretch his wings out. He has space to loaf around and kind of do whatever. Ricardo?
Ricardo with his composite bow. Looks like he could take aim at a couple of the three that started just moving. However, I think I probably have line of sight on only the last one in the row, though.
Yeah, you could shoot at either of those two. This one I'd probably say has a
Well,
little
I'll
bit of
shoot
cover.
at one and see what happens before I shoot at the other.
You gonna shoot at this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So the dragon knows where we are.
Hmm?
The dragon knows where we are.
I don't know.
We just saw it move to the side.
Automatic hit.
Natural.
Yep. Now I gotta confirm.
Okay. Roll to confirm.
Oh, I don't know. There might be immune to 4 plus 16, 20.
A 20 does not confirm.
Okay, regular damage.
Yep.
Six plus 7 is, yeah, sounds like 13 to me.
Okay.
Well, I intend on moving up, so only the one attacked.
And what kind of bow are you using?
Using the +2 composite bow,
Okay.
the adaptive one.
Yep.
Quick question: can I use Quicken Rod on a scroll?
No. There's a feat that lets you apply your meta magic feats to scrolls. Otherwise, it's as per the scroll was crafted.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a move up and shoot.
Yep.
Bernardo,
Bernardo is just going to move up.
just move up.
He
Is
does not have a distance weapon.
okay. Are you moving 15 feet with the party?
15 feet, yeah.
Okay.
I maintain ranks,
Okay.
even though stealth at this point would be pieces.
Yeah. Okay. That ends round 1. Did everybody act at least once? Okay. Top of round 2 with Rael.
Would I know if these rust monster subtypes are able to sense me with, even though I'm in?
Most burrow creatures have some form of tremor sense, because that's how they navigate while they're burrowing. So in this, you don't know how far it extends. Tremor sense, because it is considered a form of vision, is not going to work around your greater invis. The only thing that can perceive you with greater invisibility is scent. So like blind fight, tremor sense, regular form of visions, all of those are still going to be hindered. Sense the only thing that they rely on. And then, even then, you have total concealment, so they can just detect the square you're in, not necessarily what you're doing. So they still have a 50% miss chance to actually hit you. And that's only for the creature with the scent ability. But yeah, based off of what you know about greater invisibility, tremor sense does not work around it. It does work around regular invis. So as such, you could still sneak attack the rust monsters.
I will put away the dagger of the Shadowlands and draw from my knife, or prepare an attack with my Naz Bandolier.
Okay.
So, the first rust monster to breach the hallway, so basically if it gets within, or past the first square of the hallway, I will make sneak attacks against.
Using ranged attacks.
Using range attacks, correct.
Okay. So, you're... Okay, yeah.
Would I need to make another stealth check to maintain stealth?
No, I'll give you your 31. Issa. Asher has fallen back. Van is with Asher.
So that way I have +5 against there.
I'll move up the 15 feet and go the true factor for when I need to shoot at. Actually, I'll put it in my bandolier because it's just a swift to take out, right?
Yes, it's a swift to draw. And you know for a fact that your potions and your potion bandolier are not subject to destruction by rust monsters.
So I'll put it in one of the empty slots I have, and then...
Would you you could do a knowledge nature or a knowledge engineering to further analyze the magma monsters, or you could... You know that from there, at least 3 of them can see you, but not the dragon. The three marked as... Oh, also for initiative purposes, I grouped them up by color. So this is blue, green, yellow, and orange. And that's orange because of the clothes that the individuals on those tokens are wearing.
Okay.
Alright, so there's 4 groups of 3. The green set of tokens can, for the most part, see you. They can actually see everybody in the tunnel, except for the ones invisible.
Do a nature check to...
Okay.
25.
25? Okay. You're fairly certain that even though they're made of magma, or made of fire, their like destruction ability is not going to apply to like leather objects or cloth objects or glass objects. So their superheat isn't going to further allow them to break down other magic items. They're still simply activating against metallic items. However, you know that they're immune to fire. They do have a recursive damage where if you strike them in melee, you will take fire damage. You also know it's probably not going to be enough to breach everybody's protection of 20. Usually recursive damage like that is at most 2d6. So that's at most 12, which everybody will be ignoring. You know that they will have a burrow speed, and you know the difference between burrowing and tunneling. So they do not leave an opening behind them. Most notably, however, when you last saw the dragon, it was actually a metallic contraption that was encased around his head to keep the dragon lobotomized, and these rust monsters seem to not gravitate towards it. Like, they're not actively trying to interfere with the headgear.
Are you looking at my headgear?
So we should free the dragon.
Well, it means one of two things.
Okay?
It's not
Anything else?
metal.
Would I know
Or you don't fuck with the dragon.
if they have any range attacks or anything like that?
Nope. They're entirely melee based. You know that if they are attempting to destroy your armor, it's a touch attack. They simply have to touch your armor with their antenna or their bite. And if they succeed, the armor is
Destroyed.
eradicated. Yeah.
Broken. Has to hit it twice to be completely destroyed.
Yeah.
After what hit. Oh, turning quietly, relay information.
So just do
Because they already know where
I
they're
think it has.
And I have my bow at the ready with just a regular arrows.
With a regular arrow. Okay.
Currently.
Gauss.
So I cast Fly on Ethan,
Okay.
and I move alongside because we are moving as a pair.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Standard.
Alec?
I cast. Are you ready to do this next turn?
No.
No? You want to wait till the last turn?
I
'Cause
currently have a regular arrow loaded in the case.
Okay.
So
Then I will.
I can make it for next turn. Ish.
I will wait until next turn. Alright, so next turn. No, then I will go ahead and cast Cure. Sure casting. So when I go to attack him with my next spell, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. The duration is the next time I cast a spell on the thing. I get a +5 against his spell resistance.
Okay. Who's the target of that spell? You or the dragon?
Me, I think.
Okay.
It's me.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
Because if it's the dragon is not in your line of sight. And if it has to be against one creature you can
It's me.
Okay.
Yeah. You
And
gain
so-
temporary insight into your enemy's magical defenses when you next cast a spell before the end of the next round, so I have to wait till the next round to do it then.
No.
Oh wait, no, because you're gonna be getting your.
You're casting the spell now, so
Yes.
that you can cast the spell next round.
Correct. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Move action.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Move action.
No, not yet.
Okay, so you stay in the back.
Am I near you?
I don't know.
You're within 15 feet of Van.
I go and stand next to him and say, "Get ready for our trip."
Okay. Alright, you are now adjacent to Bernardo, Ricardo, Asher, and Van.
Okay.
Grendier.
I cast Spiritual Weapon on the closest to us monster that I can see.
What's the range of the spell?
It's medium, so 100 feet plus.
Okay, he's in.
24 to hit.
24 hits the rust monster. Magma monster.
Just hits. I know. You have to look, and I didn't like that.
Magma.
That's going to be 8 damage.
Liquid hot.
Magma.
So if they were outside, they'd be lava monsters.
That's right, but we're inside, so they're magma monsters right now. Fuck you.
True.
It is. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Dylan's taking forever. Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll use the bellows.
What's that?
Is
A
it a
spiritual
bellows?
weapon.
Oh, it wasn't here. Let me see it. I failed my perception check.
Up 10 DM.
Change.
Alright,
Sword in the stone's out there, bud.
yeah. Okay, so move up. Spiritual weapon, do you have a swift action?
I've already taken my potion of heroism. Unless I, which I think, yeah, I did. No, I end my turn there.
Okay. Van.
He told me to prepare for a trip, so I'm gonna stand by the rocket ship and get ready to go.
Okay.
I will prepare it to attack. I will ready my standard to throw out some force bombs when I deem appropriate, unless my next turn comes up. Like if I'm near an enemy, it's like, yeah, this is the time to kind of. Makes sense?
Ready in action to throw a force bomb at it.
You ready in action to throw a force bomb
Yes.
at an enemy of your choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Gummy.
I thought it was just gummy worms, and so I stuck my hand in there, and I was like, what the?
There's everything.
What's wrong? Having some troubles?
No. You guys feel the shake of the cavern as the dragon walks.
So, is that like a pillar right there that those things are on?
No, those are pits.
Okay.
Pits of magma.
Pits of magma.
Liquid magma.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's a funny movie.
Yeah, well,
Oh, this is gonna suck.
great movie.
I mean, says you.
I don't like that line. Cast force wall. Shit.
Okay.
Just breath left in mine. Anything in my
Oh boy. Well, that changes everything.
Alright, everyone would see 3 more of the magma monsters come out from this direction and start like looking up into the wall this way. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Tasting the air for ambient metal. No, because it follows it wherever it goes.
We slay them and then make gauntlets, rust gauntlets with the antenna and just beat the crap out of Duncan.
Those are actual items.
Yeah. Okay.
He's wearing artifacts.
Ricardo.
He's wearing artifacts.
Not everything.
Ricardo moves up 15
Might
feet.
just be the sword.
Okay.
And
His armor was too.
Looks like he's probably gonna hit that or the.
This was the
that's
one you
closest
shot
to-
before.
Yep. And the one right next to spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm gonna be going after. Move this way. There you go.
Okay.
Those two right there.
Pew pew.
The
When are you gonna shoot the dragon?
was
When are you gonna shoot the dragon?
16 is 27.
No, the standard
27
action to take
hits.
the true strike, and then the one
And
after
you're
that.
going to be taking 15 damage.
True strike. What did I say, right?
Okay.
Potion, yeah.
I thought I said sight, and I was like, no, one of
You
those.
still got it.
Reload
I
and
was
then-
wondering.
Yeah.
Bernardo.
Question is, can I see the dragon?
Bernardo just moves up.
I don't think I can
As
see
he
it
still
yet.
does not have a range and or spell casting ability.
Okay.
Are we still trying this down?
No, you're actively shooting into the room. You, the collective you.
So did you
Okay.
want to move more than 15 is the question.
That's the round.
Yes, that's the round. Break?
Yep.
Alright, quick break.
I guess not.
You
Okay.
wanted him.
Right out.
Hold my action to what I was trying to last time.
Okay, Issa.
So do I need to take it now? Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking you. It's your choice.
Take it down.
Okay. Will
Do you have the immobilized monster that spell?
use the swift to take the potion of true strike.
I thought we decided it wasn't.
Okay.
Probably not. I was just asking you whether you took it.
Am I able to see the dragon from here? Or not yet?
No. You would need to move up at least 30 feet.
You have a fly speed of 60.
You could fly up. So 15, 30, 35, or 45. 60 would put you there, and that would give you a 20-foot elevation.
The other monsters wouldn't be able to touch it.
Yeah, the rest monsters wouldn't be able to touch you.
I would fly just to where I could see the dragon and be up.
Okay.
Would I know how far he can do a breath weapon?
60 foot.
Does it put
12
me
squares.
Yeah, just potion, standard, and
Okay.
my switch. So that's my turn.
Gauss?
Okay.
And I
I
will
fly up,
load
over, stay next to Issa. Do
Hover.
Hmm?
Hover.
Hover. Hoover. Spellcraft check for what that line is.
Okay.
Perception check or whatever. Yeah. So like 18 spellcraft.
That's a wind wall.
Oh, nice. Natural or artificial?
Artificial? Seems like he has some kind of SLA or supernatural ability that lets him
Yeah, that was
direct the thermal heat coming out to simulate the wind wall effect. So he's kind of taking his wings and like fanning the heat like emanating up from these vents to create a wind wall.
How tall does it go?
It's that
Can
line.
you?
Kona Cold still went through that.
How tall?
I think so.
I
You
think
can
it's
get
40
behind him,
feet.
right?
So it starts at
I'm
the
thinking
ground and
of
goes
actually
up to cover him.
Changing what composition
So you can see through it, but
easier.
you guys would know with wind wall, like
Go.
ranged attacks against it fail automatically.
But he can over it.
Like right
Yeah.
here, blasting this way.
Okay,
Get
well,
it
he
over.
just said ranged attacks fail automatically. So
that's
Cone
what
Cold
he
does not do
melee,
anything.
not spell test.
Oh, hurt.
Okay, so it doesn't work. Cone Cold.
What?
Kona Cold wouldn't go to that.
Cone of Cone's not a ranged attack. Cone of Cone's an area of
Okay,
effect.
it would.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, shit.
I thought it would only affect like melee, not like magic missile and shit.
It mainly it's projectiles. So like bombs automatically deflected, arrows automatically deflected. Things that a ray attack would automatically be deflected.
Okay.
How does that work?
But magic missile always hits, so it can't be deflected. It goes up and over.
Ah, so I just need to arch it over the wing.
Yep, it sees us now anyway. I'll go ahead and pull a wand of magic missile.
Okay.
Because it
Yeah.
automatically hits.
Yeah, because it automatically hits, and they're D4s.
Yeah. So you
I don't-
move over. As part of your move action, you pull the wand.
Yep, I got nothing else to do at the moment, so.
Okay. Does
Okay.
magic missile offer spell resistance?
No, it's force.
That just means it can hit ghosts.
That's true.
Yes.
Alright,
Alright.
roll for spell resistance.
Nope.
18 on the die. So it's 18 plus caster level.
Yes.
27.
27.
Okay. 27 does not beat his SR.
Okay.
So you just mark the charge on the wand.
Yeah. Alright, guys, it's immune to magic.
Dissipates across the force shield over his back. Alec?
I don't speak Draconic.
I know, but I don't know if I'm going to teleport there or here. And get more of them in the blast, or get those three and him. I can get him and them. And that's where I think the best place to go. So, 60-foot cone, where would I need to get him and most of these guys if I teleported like
Right
in
on
this
his
area
butt.
right here?
Oh, here.
Basically, I'm gonna dimension door basically to like somewhere around here, and I want a cone of cold them.
Don't we have the
60-foot cone.
I think it's
You only have to hit this square.
Well, I'm not able to use Earthquake
Yeah, you can. Why not?
because he's in range now. I have that.
Hey, Dylan, would this be of any assistance to you?
No.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself. Then.
Don't be rude.
You can stick to it.
I mean, I just gotta go. I gotta recover my energy. Cover this still breathing body or not.
It's okay.
Okay.
An earth elemental, earth elemental for summon.
So
And if you do it on the ground, there's 25% chance of collapsing
Yes.
into the hole. That seals itself up afterwards.
Just summon over and over again.
Nice.
That's how I summoned over and over last time. Well, not this game, but last.
okay, so in order to clip the dragon,
See.
the farthest this way the cone can be is this line.
Okay.
Okay.
So those three cannot be affected if you want to affect the dragon.
All right, but then the rest of them, except for the one past the line that you've made, like right there.
What do
Which
you
of the
mean?
tokens am I going to hit all together then too? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. All right. So yeah, then I will
So
bamf.
you'd hit these three and the dragon.
On this side.
And this guy
still
too?
hit him
No.
with the
Because he
Just
would
gotta aim it on the
be.
side.
Just
Fuck
add
it, I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you would hit 1, 2, 3, 4
Plus the dragon.
plus the dragon.
And I'd have to be like where, like right here then.
You would have to end your movement in one of these two squares.
All right, right to the left one. Yep, right there's fine.
Take it back.
And Van will be right next to me because I'm like, here we go, and I quicken spell with my rod Dimension Door, and I bamf us to right there.
Okay.
The two that died are going to be the first.
And
two.
then as my action, I whip out
forward to the
my
earthquake.
Cone of Cold, one of my Cone of Cold scrolls, read it real quick, and it blasts that way.
Okay, roll for spell resistance against the dragon.
So I have a +5 on that, plus the +3, plus my 9, so that's going to be a +17 out of this roll.
You can only use one rod at a time.
One rod per spell,
Right.
and I'm not using another rod.
So you quicken rod to Dimension
Yeah.
Door.
Yeah.
So that's your swift action.
Mhm.
You move action to draw the scroll. So you're holding the scroll and your quickened rod. How are you using your rod of penetration or whatever
I'm
it
not
is?
using my rod of penetration
How are you getting that other miscellaneous?
because of the spell I used last round.
Okay.
Yeah, the one where you
Yeah,
prepped.
the one
Okay,
I prepped
spell
up from
I
last
used.
round. So that's a +5 from that. Plus I have my +3 from I
The
have
Ring
a
of
feat
Arcane Might in the 2 feats.
and the 1 feat.
In the 1 feat. 3.
Yes.
8.
And then my
right.
9 from my slow.
After that,
Correct.
Okay, so you need 15 of it, I think.
17 on the die.
Add it up.
17 plus 15 is going to be 32.
32
17
breaches.
17.
17 plus 17 is 34.
That breaches.
Kill
Alright.
it. Kill
See,
them all.
not invulnerable.
So
Show me
now-
that damage.
Cold.
Just vulnerable.
Okay.
the phone.
It's a DC. It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
What's the DC?
The DC is going to be 23.
What type of save?
Reflex.
Okay.
Here's no dex mod, right?
He has a dex. mod.
You don't know.
Well, I mean, he has a reflex save,
He's flying.
even without his dex.
It's also
It's just
Yeah,
one.
some
vulnerable, so
I thought he said he didn't have it.
He did say that. But still.
Okay. I fail the reflex save.
Yes. The cone is cold.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Wait, do any of the other guys want to roll to save?
We'll get to that in a second.
That's really good. 6,
Except for that one right there.
12, 18, 24, 36.
Wow.
36, 42. Plus 7 is going to be 49. Plus 5 is going to be 54.
Nice.
54 points of cold damage.
Do any of your buffs count towards that damage?
No.
No.
Checking. After. Covering all the bases. We did a lot of buffs.
He's so
I'm
jumpy,
checking.
isn't
We did
And he won't even eat that
What was the
peanut
DC?
23.
Pass, pass, pass. Fail.
butter. So they take half for passing?
Yes. So that's 27 damage.
But
That's
double
still
because
pretty
they're resistant weak to fire?
They're vulnerable for 50%.
Nice.
So they add 50% of this.
27. So
I'll give you 14.
Thank you.
So
41.
And that means he takes
A lot.
If he's vulnerable.
He is.
he should
He is vulnerable. He's a red dragon. All red dragons are vulnerable to cold.
I read the book. I'm not
No,
just.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He
No,
can
no.
have buffs.
Not
I'm just
arguing.
saying.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sarah, you're right.
I know.
You're right. I'm wrong. You're right. I'm wrong.
using life.
Everybody can have buffs. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I mean, it's got
Right,
an
I'm wrong.
SLA or whatever.
It's doing its own little wind wall over
Stay
here.
on
You
the
know.
other one you're doing a really
I'm
great
hoping you're
job.
gonna kill the thing that's right next to us.
Sierra, we appreciate you.
That triggers your ready action.
Right, Steve? We appreciate it.
Well,
Yeah.
very much so.
Yeah, we appreciate
I appreciate you. Thank you. Fuck you.
it. Just using all Steve's lines. You're right, I'm wrong. We appreciate it.
Guess I'll go fuck
Yeah, if only
myself.
Dylan would use this.
Hey, screw you. I already used that tonight.
Alright, you kill this one
Oh,
in the
thank
blast.
God.
I already previously damaged
Alright.
it. Is that the one that I previously hit with a...
No.
No.
One health.
The other one passed.
Alright, you had a ready action?
That was the one that passed.
Well, he's gotta be close to dead then.
The one
Yeah,
that's
and 40.
near the firewall but next to the sword? Yes. Am I within 30 on that one?
Chance you took like a third
yeah.
to a fourth.
You're
off
exactly
it.
at 30.
Perfect. So point blank hits me, and I don't throw any expectation. So, gotta throw a force bomb at that guy. Blue. Nice, nice.
You gotta take the wind wall down somehow.
29.
I just gotta
Yes,
go up
chances
higher
of having that.
Okay.
because it's only 40 feet tall. So if I can go up, and then I can shoot dragons.
Did that cool off the room at all? Was it kind of cold hitting the wind wall?
It does create a lot of steam.
I make a tornado because of the hot and cold air mixing and going
Yeah.
all turbulent.
We're not doing that, Steve.
22. So that is 22 force damage.
Do it like
And there's no more than 5 feet. So.
Forbidden Desert where it's got the same
Okay.
term that
Anything else?
That was just prepare one attack, so
Okay.
not an actual turn.
Grenadier?
First off, the spiritual weapon is going to attack that rust monster.
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah! I guess not.
16.
Miss.
Okay. Alright, and
Do
then
any of your buffs
Grenadier.
kick in?
Huh?
Yeah.
Do any
You
of your
got
buffs add
Heroism
attack?
and stuff. +2.
Would it add to the spiritual weapon itself?
Yes.
Because it specifically says what buffs.
It's your spiritual weapon.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Because I've read it. It says
Yeah,
there's
your
only certain
heroism
things.
doesn't affect the buff.
Yeah, there's only certain things that
the
boost
weapon
it.
is its own object making attacks.
All right. Well, I'm going to move up again.
30 or 15?
15 again. Where am I going to be at 15?
You're going to be
I'm
10
more.
feet behind and 20
Almost
feet below Gauss and Issa.
Suck.
All right. Yeah, I'll stay there, and I'll ready an action to throw my mace if one of the creatures get close. Would that activate the destruction if the mace touches them?
No. They specifically have to bite it or, like,
Antenna.
have an antenna attack it.
Yeah, just
Simply
gonna-
stabbing them. It's not AD&D, we're just, like, simply touching them at all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw and hit.
They're all monks.
So just cut the antennas off your design.
Alright. So that was Grenadier. Van?
Cut their head.
That's
See what
actually,
finds.
sorry. I would like to move up.
How far?
Outside the normal reach of a rust monster.
Yes, so you said 20. I can go up 30 feet, right? And I can actually kind of see over the wall.
Wall's 40 feet.
40 feet? I'll be closer to that point. I'll go up 30 feet. So I'm getting closer to be able to get over the wall.
Okay, are you changing
What's that,
your
5 scoops?
position
60?
laterally?
I'll just go vertical.
Okay, so you just go straight up 30?
Yeah, just make it easier vertical.
Okay.
And actually,
3 of them.
I'll attack the other one before I go up. Standard and then do that.
So
Okay.
nice and easy pickings.
Standard in the move.
Yeah.
So you're attacking the one. You're attacking this one.
Us.
Only
one of
No, the
us
other one I
have
think
a
is
fly
technically
speed.
closer to me.
This one.
No.
So Bernardo's left on the
That
ground
one?
and pulled.
Yes.
Okay.
You got Asher back there too. He's in a mithril chain shirt.
Does he have saddle?
No.
14.
Asher, go!
24 versus touch.
Hit.
Alright.
Well, hopefully you'll launch that arrow and kill this dragon before I have to worry about it.
Yeah, we believe in you, Sierra. You got this.
You need to tell that to this guy.
Okay, die.
Get that right die.
29 force damage.
Nice.
You kill that one?
Do it. We're gonna drag
Shit.
Jamie outside and beat
Alright, guys,
Rapier
we each
with
killed one. We did our job.
It might have partial cover if you try
Okay,
to
anything else?
the wind wall, you
No,
can
that's
up to
good.
see it.
Okay.
So like, think of that.
And I will make
if
note
you
that I'm
shoot
first.
right now.
Yep.
Um,
Okay.
No, it's gonna go above and shoot down.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
It
gonna
might
move
have
again,
partial
so Sierra
cover if
can't
it's
hit
up
him with
against
the
the
arrow.
wall. Well, let's see what he does.
He doesn't know you have it.
I'm gonna cast Airbox.
Well, the way he's been moving.
I'm just joking.
He's going to charge the wizard.
Sure, he's not going to go to
Emergency force shield.
Hmm?
Emergency force shield.
Yep.
Okay. So
He hasn't attacked yet.
Basically, when he goes to attack, it's be like, no!
okay.
To all of force.
Look at me. I'll DM for you. You go to the bathroom.
Okay. So how long does that persist?
A long time, like
9 or 10
a
minutes.
round per level,
Ladies and gentlemen,
if he wants it to.
Yeah.
Bruce. I'll play the dragon. I'm big enough.
No, because he's fly. So.
Roll high.
He's fly.
Alright, one round per level.
I want to help.
Check first.
Let me kiss the dog.
Hardness 20. Number of hit points equals 10 per my cast level, so it's got 100 hit points.
10 plus it
Yeah.
the ring.
Okay.
Burn him alive.
Yeah,
I mean, it's technically my go.
Hardness 20. Yes.
Okay. So
Or charges. Or down.
he would use his bite first.
Can you explain how
So
hardness
he
works? If anyone
bites
knows?
into it and goes, "What?"
Can anyone explain how hardness works here?
So-
I don't know the mechanic.
Hardness is like DR for objects.
Oh, okay.
So you have to do at least 21 points of damage to it before you do damage to it. Unattended objects, and I think most objects, they always take half damage right off the bat. So like if you did 10 damage to a door, you actually only do 5, and then you apply DR and hardness. DR stacks with hardness.
Funny enough, most doors only have about 10.
Yeah, adamantine bypasses hardness. So if you do 10 damage to a door, you actually do 5 damage to a door, but you do 5 damage to the door, and they usually only have like 8 or 9 hit points. Okay, so he uses his bite against you.
Mm-hmm.
He immediately realizes, okay, I can't grab that, so then he's going to finish his attacks on you.
No, he's in my sphere with me.
No,
No.
I'm 30 feet up.
Oh.
Fine. It's fine.
Fine, just fine.
I guess he
You
has
got
bounce.
fucked up.
You do?
Cool. Good for him. He should have that.
Yeah. She
Blake, dodge.
Okay, that's going to be a 47
First roll percentiles.
for...
Displacement.
30 boulders.
You did call it.
I had blink. I forgot I should have let
What's
that.
the
time.
percent displacement?
50%.
Okay,
Bruce,
are
why
good
are
things
you
high or
trying to
low?
help?
Good things are always high.
Okay, so he'll hit you on a 1 through 50.
Yes.
I want to DM,
That's an 88 for the first one.
so I can do a panel
Alright,
first
second
time
claw.
I'll DM.
That's a 17, so that one could hit.
Nope, it's not even.
That's a natural 1.
Yay!
He breaks
His head explodes.
Hey, on a 1 through 50, he hits.
No, he actually cracked all his teeth on your force field.
Ah,
That'd be
very
awesome.
good.
It becomes even more brain.
If you could find something like that, that'd be cool, Dylan.
That would be.
If it's a mental one, could he just become brain dead?
Turtle Man sucks.
He's already brain dead.
But more brain dead.
Why would you want that?
Because then he wouldn't
Maybe
be
if we give him back
His reach, he pinches a nerve, and his reach is reduced by 5 feet. So he no longer reaches 20. He
Ew,
reaches
my
15
scapula.
for 4 rounds.
Touch it.
My scales, peelers.
Okay.
Scapula.
One attack.
Wake up, Josh. You didn't work
Plus-
12 hours today.
This will be the tail slap.
Oh, you gotta see if you make it first.
She got you there.
No, he already did 2 of them to make sure.
Percentiles?
Is this a different attack
Yes.
than percentile still?
Yes. In with a 10.
Okay, so let's do
That's actually
It's a 48.
48 on melee. Yes.
Okay.
Barely.
What is your CMD?
I doubt anywhere near high enough.
What's your CMB first?
His CMD is plus 47 to this.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah?
Okay.
I only have 20.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Wait, I am small right now, so that probably
You do get a
helps.
+8 because you're
So
size
28.
outside the windmill.
Actually, no. CMB is a penalty for size because it's easier to manipulate you.
But
So
you said
You
CMB.
do your job. I'll do
yeah,
mine.
that's your defense.
Yes.
No, it's the
Yeah.
other way around.
It's so
Yeah.
high
No.
with him being so
Hold on,
shouldn't he
it's the
have
other way around.
negative?
If you're small, you're harder to grapple.
That's
but you're-
AC.
But you're crappy at grappling.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Right.
You're small. You're harder to hit,
To
but
grapple.
you're easier to grab.
The other way around. Has to be.
No.
Okay. Yep.
Well, either way.
I'm not arguing. It's not me.
Yeah.
Even then, he still has like a 40.
Yeah.
I
I just don't roll.
do I roll? I mean,
No. I have a
then
40.
yeah.
I have a 46 against you.
Unless he rolls a 1.
Okay. What is your CMD?
CMD.
Yeah.
Would
You have a
be-
-8 to this because of your size. 4. You have a -4 to this because you only changed one size category.
Okay, so I have a -4.
Yeah.
So I have 16.
16.
That accounts for the dex increase, right? From the going small.
Well, if
Yeah.
small,
You're
it's only
you have a
negative
penalty
1.
to size to
Makes it great.
CMD,
Gotcha.
but you have a bonus to AC.
Okay. Then, yeah.
For
16.
CMB, we go.
There's no chance you had to roll
D
1
to
for me
understand.
to
Okay.
not get done.
Yeah.
All right.
So he grapples.
No, he tail slaps you.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to be repositioned.
Oh, that's fine.
Yo,
works the
why
plan.
don't you try to seduce him?
Hmm.
As this is the tail slap.
I slap you.
See if the dragon wants a little slap it.
All right, that's going to be 42 magic adamantine bludgeoning.
Okay.
22. It's not too bad. I thought it
Actually,
was
you
worse.
said say adamantine?
42 adamantine magic
Okay,
bludgeoning.
actually, I think it's around stone scale.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
And I will verify that.
And he gets to move you 4 squares in any direction he wants, so he's going to separate you from the wizard.
And he's 30 feet up. He's separate.
Yeah.
Go.
So basically, like when he spins around, he like slaps him back.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
Fly away.
Okay.
yeah, I have to get through that. Cool.
Okay. Still in his reach. Then he will do his wings.
So don't worry, only 5 attacks.
It's a 41.
That was still hit.
Okay. Percentiles. Yep.
Displacement though?
Yeah. Is it 36? So that'll hit.
So which one of you guys has the escape?
That'll be 26 magic adamantine bludgeoning.
Ow.
And the final wing is a 37. I'm sorry, 27.
You already
Still
was
gets
using his
displacement.
wing movement to create the wind wall.
Yeah, didn't he full move?
Yep,
How is he
that's
full
He has
attacking
pounds.
too?
Pounce.
Son of a bitch.
It's awesome when it hits. When you have it.
Alright. But you said he charged, not pounced.
Yeah, that's the top side.
This is
Alright, what was the
bullshit.
last thing?
27?
The hit?
Yes.
Oh, 27 hits?
Yes.
No, that's.
Okay.
I thought that was the percentile roll.
No, the percentile roll was 1.
Oh, okay. Was that the last one too?
That was the last wing.
I am
Yes.
correct.
What was the attack before that?
Being
The hit.
small makes you
That was
harder to
this
grapple.
first wing you hit.
Yeah.
The damage.
What was the
Don't
hit?
matter.
I thought those were percentile rolls. Or those were
No.
the attacks I got through.
Those are the attacks I got through.
Okay,
the,
cool.
the first wing was like a 40 something.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So I have 10 non-lethal damage right now.
Okay.
I'm a little discombobulated, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
Alright.
You should do something to help them.
Alright, yeah, so that's his turn. So you force shield, he loses his bite attack, and then once he realizes you're no longer targetable, resolves the rest of his attacks against Van. Yes. Alright, you guys are flying,
Yep.
so that means they can go underneath
Grandeur.
you. Do you have any melee weapons equipped? Actually, you're invisible, so they wouldn't even see you, and you have your bow out. Okay. Alright, so this one will charge Grandier.
I get to throw my.
Is it burrowing or
Yes.
is it just
Yep.
charging?
It's just charging across the surface. So you also get to throw your
Hopefully.
This
So one
counts.
die.
You would add the +2.
For a
So-
22 to hit.
He only has
22
regular
misses.
heroism.
God, why am I hitting stupid? 2 + 2. Yeah, 17.
Hello.
17 misses.
Be
No,
a
no, no,
fun
no.
DM.
That can't- no, that's not
no,
right.
No, no, no.
You rolled a
13.
13,
13.
and his to hit can't be a 2.
+2.
Plus
Plus
your
your
basic attack
BP.
bonus.
That's bad. So say, okay, I did that wrong. Yes.
Is it not calculated on your character sheet?
Attack bonus 10.
You got 23. 20 minimum. So
Okay.
did-
Is
I was
it or
reading
is it
wrong.
not calculated on your character?
It's right here. It's attack bonus.
Okay.
I was just reading this wrong. I don't know why I wrote it like this. But
Okay,
10.
what's your first attack bonus?
23.
23.
Wait, why is this 10?
First attack, second attack. For a full attack rate.
Then he has a 25 because he's buffed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a 25 will hit.
Oh, that's right. For the heroism, 26 to hit.
Must be nice that people use
A 26 will hit.
Must be nice to have that resist energy.
You want the ring?
11 damage.
I'll trade you for permanent hero.
I would have given you a
This is
heroism
a
potion to have one.
Could have used it. I don't have it.
Nobody told me.
I told him I listed off everything I had.
Don't worry, he's gonna kill it this round.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna try.
Natural 20.
Yep.
I feel it.
I'll take a dirty 20.
That's 32.
32 damage?
Nice.
I'll take a
Okay.
19.
Okay.
I'd still be
Better than that,
I've got a plus 40.
Hey, he's
Yeah.
I
Where's
will
my
go
orange
after you.
Up your butt number.
It's right there next to your
here.
finger.
Lisa,
I couldn't see it.
I'll go directly
Perception check.
after you.
Yeah.
Alright, this will be the one attack into Grendier. It is going to do a touch attack against your armor.
I'm gonna try and
That's a natural 1.
I'm gonna
Oh,
drop all my
cool.
rolls.
Thank God.
It crawls.
It's okay with you.
I missed what you said.
Something
I said,
exploding with
I'm going
splash
to
damage.
fly over
Something.
and drop all my boulders. Hopefully,
Alright,
hit.
he'll be at a -2 for 3 rounds.
Cleaning it. That's what it is. It's just
Good.
like, what? They kept talking
This one will
right as
also
you would
charge
say it.
in.
It's just like,
God dang, Grander's not having a great night.
Yeah, I'm probably
About to
gonna
be
die.
rusted.
Also a touch attack against your armor. That's going to be 26 versus touch.
Definitely hits, correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
your armor gains the broken condition.
Okay.
what
One
is
more of those, and
So
it's
minus
the plus.
3.
that what it means?
Still not terrible.
Means he doesn't get any benefits from that armor, but if it gets hit one more time,
It's
Half
gone. It's at
damage.
50%.
Unless you mend beforehand.
yeah.
Well, we can do that later.
Actually, it might not be mend. It might be lesser rest.
Or make hold.
Alright, yeah, so broken. If the item is a suit of armor or a shield, the bonus it grants to AC is halved, rounding down. Broken armor doubles its armor check penalty on a skill check.
Okay, cool. So it only goes down to 1.
Yeah, you can disengage to save your armor, which costs money. You can let somebody else get attacked next time.
So we'll move to here.
Got to cast over Joe.
Green.
Yeah, but that might
Wait.
be an attack opportunity. 'cause
This
it's
one
based
is
on-
unintelligent, and will also charge the wizard and hit shield.
Uh-oh, you're about to be rusty. Rusty Shackleford.
Ricardo?
Ricardo activates his wonderful, wonderful hat to grow his wings and go up
Okay.
about 30 feet,
Okay.
along with everybody else. Bernardo, on the other hand,
Is going to attack one of the rust monsters attacking Grendier.
Okay.
Because he doesn't know about Grendier yet.
Yeah. So he'll.
He's gonna go to the other side.
This one's taking the most damage.
It really does. That is going to be 30.
Hits.
Okay.
Asher's got
Nope.
Yeah.
What are we doing for damage here? 1d10
They
plus
can
11.
destroy your equipment if they're dead.
That's true too. That's going to be 17.
Okay. That will kill this one.
What can I say except You're welcome.
Alright, Bernardo?
Bernardo just did that.
Oh yeah, Ricardo, you said you flew up.
Yeah. Flew up.
Alright, that is
And
round
into-
3.
Yeah.
Rael full attacks this one, I'm assuming?
That sounds like a good idea.
I think he's gonna full attack Grenadier.
Rael is full attacking Grenadier.
You should still be invisible, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna full attack Grandeur. Sounds like the best plan.
No, not literally. Calm down.
It's like, damn, wow. I
Like,
guess
he
I'm-
went straight for Grenadier. I had to get worried.
Yeah. Make sure
You
you
want-
twist the knife.
The Rust Master
You
in
got a
front of
Rust
you.
Monster, you can go ahead and attack.
We don't have a knife.
Wait,
But you can still throw your daggers at him.
like kunai?
Yeah.
Or
And
use
you're
your
still sneak
legendary
attacking because you are greater in biz.
Go for it,
It's a natural 20.
Roll to confirm!
Natural 20.
Actually, you can choose to confirm since you. Oh no, no, you're not.
You'll
You're not
die
attacking
in
with the Shadowlands.
That's another 26.
That confirms.
Let's see that card. I want that card to say automatically kills all Grenadiers in a 10-foot radius.
That would be so.
And then we will come back with Grenadier. Just buzzing the pallet.
If he had an armor check penalty, it would be hindered.
Oh, because the card doesn't affect him.
He's dead anyway.
Yeah, probably. Not gonna last much longer if Grenadier hits him and then I hit him if I have to.
26, 29,
We just said we don't want that card and picked it up.
29,
I know that's what he does.
He knows it won't matter.
30.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, these are minions. Doesn't really matter that much.
38
And
damage.
then
Especially after Sierra kills the dragon.
6, so 44 damage on the first hit.
Wow. All right.
they'll at least take 100
Second attack?
Yeah, that would be nice too.
It's a 9, so that would be
You're
2,
definitely going to
24.
Hits.
Probably not even that.
This is still sneak attack, right?
Yep. You're getting flat-footed.
That would be a lot of attack. I'd assume.
2 damage. 3, 6, 10,
Yeah. How much?
18 damage on the second.
How do you go from 44 to 18?
Not doesn't
That
go
was
like
a
that,
lot.
but a sneaking.
Did you roll all your d8s?
You still get sneak attack.
Yeah, I rolled 1, 3, 2, 1
Oh, okay.
on the second set of D4.
I guess it would have mattered.
All right. Do you have your third attack yet?
No.
Nope. All right. So 2 attacks. Good bit of damage into it. Anything else? You've got a 5-foot step.
I've got a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
What?
The bulk of the hallway seems pretty occupied, but you've got 2 within range, but 1 is in your second range increment from where you
So
are.
do you think Rael would do this? If I flew up, grabbed him, picked him up in the air, and dropped him next to a dragon?
If I were to 5-foot step
He's not
forward,
wearing
that
full armor, that's what I'm worried
immediately
about picking him. Everybody else there's wearing full
Rael
plate.
to an attack from the rest monster.
Yeah, you'd be within melee range.
It can sense me. And
No. You know it doesn't sense you.
He could smell that.
You did sneak attack damage to it. You're flat-footed to him right now. The only way you'd be flat-footed to him right now is if he couldn't see you.
I will forget what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Issa.
Right.
Here we go.
Drop the mundane arrow, pull the arrow of dragon slaying, and take aim at the dragon.
Get
Okay.
it, girl.
So you've got a plus. It's 1 attack at your highest on top of True Strike and buffs.
Plus 4.
You're rolling at a plus 40 to this.
This is a hatred arrow.
Ricardo would like to roll to assist.
Natural 20.
All right.
Just the fucking
I'd like
sugar
to
on the
pray.
cake.
Yeah, a 20 would be very nice right now. Oh.
Okay.
Not a 20.
40. Oh, wait, no. Ativism plus 2, so 45.
She rolled a 3.
I rolled a 2.
You didn't roll the 1.
Somebody give up a card for a re.
Can I give-
Auspicious mark, re-roll it.
I'll give up my
I wish it
last
worked like
card for
that.
her to re-roll that.
Okay, but the second result stands if she rolls a 1.
That's fine. Second result stands.
Second results. This is my last level up card that I own.
Wait,
Why?
before we do that, did it hit?
You don't know.
Did it hit?
If I declare whether it hits or not, we're avoiding the reroll.
Go for it.
Roll-
Go for the
reroll
Go for
just
the
in
reroll,
case.
Just in case.
He doesn't
It
need
was a
that
3.
card.
You have You have a.
Oh, by the way, that hit.
Don't tell the numbers.
By the way, that hit.
Yeah, you have a 3 in 20 chance of doing the same or worse, and a 17 in 20 chance in doing at least better.
Yeah, no one might work.
No.
But a
actual
1 in
four.
5 chance of automatically missing.
I'm calling 15
Or
right off the
automatically
board. 15 on the die.
So that's plus 2
It's
is
better.
50.
Woo!
Huh?
50.
A 50.
50 hits.
There's no way in
A
hell.
50 hits.
Yeah.
The problem is the
43
3
hit.
would have hit also.
His armor class is 32.
Wait,
Yay!
why is he using the
Not
crit
roll a
card?
I told
Because I grabbed the wrong box. I need to put this one away.
Oh, condition card, huh?
No, I need to put it back. Okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
Just
Now what
falls
happens?
over.
Well, you roll
Now
it
he
down.
rolls a no. If he
No, he
fails, it
doesn't.
does a
He
flat
Oh, it's just
100.
okay,
Oh.
gotcha.
Yeah, actually, if he
Okay.
passes, it does a flat 100. If he fails,
He's dead.
And all he has to
Right.
do is roll a 1 to fail.
No, he needs an 18 or higher,
Didn't you
Let's
put
see
something
that
on
magical
it?
beam
footage.
Oh, you son of a
and
bitch.
I
his
did, but it won't matter
con
if he
modifier is
fails.
only plus
You need a
7.
witness for this.
This is going to be a 12.
We're all witness.
12 on the die. I'm calling
20.
it.
Nat 20. Nat.
Touch it.
You roll
Who's
good
he gonna
all
make?
night. Roll
12 on
good
the
for
die.
this, you asshole.
No, he wants him to roll shitty right
12
now.
on the
Roll
die.
high.
Psychology.
No.
That's
that's
high.
Wait, did it fail?
13.
I was damn
Whoa!
close.
We're good. We're good.
All right.
He's dead.
He's absolutely.
Yeah.
Dies.
So the arrow flies across the pools of magma and heated mass.
You shouldn't have moved
Inside
in
his-
front of the wind wall.
He didn't know you guys had an artifact arrow of red dragon slay.
He's also feral.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's also feral.
That's not what I care
The
about.
arrow flies across, and it basically just pierces deep into his natural armor, and you see in an instant just black pus and necrotic energy go shooting through the entire dragon, and he screams a hellish death throes before collapsing to the ground.
But we shut the entrances so it's quiet to be killed with a pillow. Yeah! Dragon dead!
See, nah, you don't need to be clapping, Sierra. You're the one who did it.
Yeah,
We're clapping
good
for
job,
you.
It
Sierra.
was a team effort.
We're clapping for you.
Yeah, Sarah, you killed the damn thing. Good job.
Oh, Steve.
I did.
He said dragon slayer
No,
right there.
Steve, here you go. For you, no, I'm giving you 1 snap for your little cone of cold, but she actually killed it.
Yeah.
You don't
Those
get a whole
two.
clap.
Okay.
You get a snap.
I got a couple snaps. Crackles and pops.
Yeah. How many hit points did you have left?
I have 27.
That's
I also
27
had
more than we
lethal.
thought.
Yeah, if a couple of those, percentage ones had hit,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
if one or
Well,
two.
if you didn't-
And
Yeah,
if some
we
butts
saw
and
it, so
candies
We
and
still have to
nuts.
clear these
Okay,
guys
better
up,
off.
right?
I think
Yeah.
I'm like full round.
So are we gonna do
Okay,
the fast?
so we're
cleanup?
we're going to fast track this. You guys, in a team effort of flying and basically just avoiding the magma monsters because they're just creatures, like they're not intelligent, you manage to eradicate or drive them off with no further destruction of armor.
Yeah. Now, question: would make whole fix
Yes.
the armor? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Make whole will fix the armor.
Was that helmet it was wearing destroyed as well, or just the dragon?
What?
The helmet the dragon
Oh, the
was
metal.
wearing.
Yeah,
that was
Oh,
we're
the
gonna
covered-
body's
do a
still
closer
there.
inspection
Okay,
of
yeah.
Is
everything.
that still intact?
It wasn't a helmet as much as it was an apparatus.
Yeah. Ricardo would like to bring the apparatus.
We're taking
to
his head.
Van.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
taking his head.
We
Yeah,
also
we're
taking
become
the
the
head.
arrow.
Oh yeah, but without the
And I pick up-
apparatus.
The-
I retrieve the arrow.
Right. So you have a percentile chance to retrieve the arrow as per the book. So
Do you want me to roll to assist?
Oh.
No,
she's
she has to
rolling
do
the
it.
percentals.
This will be good.
You have a 90% chance of recovering the arrow. On a 1 through 10, the arrow is broken as it's retrieved
Sierra,
from the animal.
69. We find a second arrow still inside it.
Oh, that's my piece of shit.
All right.
Yeah, 69.
That's a joke, Josh.
That would be cool.
93.
Yeah.
See
We
the arrow.
find 2 arrows.
No, that's a
It's
69.
Yeah.
Pull it out. There's 2 of them.
That's how they
Okay.
populate.
One's for green dragon.
After killing dragons, each two
Alright.
comes up.
So on the dragon,
Yeah.
just real quick for loot, you're gonna find 4 things.
4 things. Okay.
So
Okay. Most importantly is the headpiece, which, for all intents and purposes, we're going to call the lobotomizing apparatus.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the lobotomizer.
Yeah. No, the
Put it on,
lobotomizing apparatus.
Oh.
Okay.
It is magic, as you detected. Though we'll go over its magical properties next week.
what is it? Just a cage? with
We're
like
not
little
playing next week.
holes,
2
like-
weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, yeah.
Oh.
No, it's like
Next time.
We're going to
It's-
MechaCon.
it's like a series of metal bands that are all strapped to his skull, and they have hot iron pokers that like breach into the skin and bone to affect the brain. Yeah,
I wonder if it controls dragons.
like borderline like Iron Mask, torture device, Iron Maiden, but just for your
So we're
head.
talking like G.I. Joe, Destro kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, the second thing, he has a ring of resist energy cold, 20.
Oh, son of
Nice.
Mm-hmm. What did it say?
a 20.
Give it to the dog.
Did anybody want to take that? Or
Figure it out
We,
next
we
week.
distribute loot.
Next
later.
session we'll deal with that.
Okay, yeah. On his second hand, he has a ring of arcane might greater.
Never mind.
I'll
We're gonna
take
go
that.
ahead and take that.
No!
I'm making a joke. Relax, kid.
I am relaxed. I haven't slapped it yet.
Arcane. Greater, and what does that boost to?
It's the exact same thing as the ring of arcane might, except they're +2s instead of +1s.
Plus 2, gotcha.
So +1 to numerical effects, +1 to caster level, +1 to saving throw DC.
You should get the ring from Alex.
So those are plus 2s now for this one? Or is it plus 2, plus 1, blah, blah,
It's +2s.
blah? Okay. Gotcha. Headpiece and the 2 rings.
Okay. And then he has an amulet of the. What do they call it?
I know.
And an opossum.
Dramatic.
No, it's
tension.
what makes his natural attacks adamantine.
Oh.
That's a kobold item.
No. I was gonna say that's an Asher
Well,
item.
Maybe, but that's the only next thought item.
It is an
Like an amulet
amulet of
protection.
ultimate steel. It is a campaign item.
That's a ring.
A campaign item, you say?
Yeah. It makes your natural attacks and your natural attacks only count as adamantine, in
Wow.
addition to their other properties.
I only know of 2 people in this party that use natural attacks.
Asher wants it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a discussion for next week.
Alright, anything else on the
Nope.
the bud?
Are we able to
Anything
recover
else
any
in the room?
pieces from the
No,
dragons?
there is no other loot in the room.
Does anybody want to try and harvest anything
Yes.
from the Nagma Rust monsters, which probably will
Yes.
We'll go
Well,
over that next week.
Can I?
Yeah,
can I
dragon skills
start
sure are worth
playing
money.
hide for the dragon?
We'll go over that next week, yes.
They could probably shrink the body, actually.
Alec, that was an amazing cone upon the dragon. Now, the amulet you have.
Oh, we'll go over that next week. All loot is next week.
We can return.
Oh, it's not
He's
loot.
like, this word loot, I don't think it means
Yeah,
what you think it
you might
means.
want to like clarify that this is not a loot
clarify.
transaction.
I'm more
you wanna
interested
stir up
in
the
finding
XP?
out how you would
we'll go with
intend to
that.
get it back if he refuses to return.